Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Just give me a link while we put a link out on Discord and Twitter. Or I guess on X now, right? Not Twitter anymore. So give me a second. Everyone's having a wonderful Saturday so far. And then the Discord as well. And okay, wonderful. We are ready to go. Who do we have here? Okay, yeah, we'll have a little catch up while we wait for some folks to turn up. We've already got 29 of you here as well. 50 now. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome to Thessia Live for the first time. Very exciting, isn't it? First time I've been in that Aussie-inspired build. Let's see who we have here. We got Cloverpie, Forcrange, Scope, Awang, Hex, Michael, Star, Ark. Welcome in, guys. Sibe, Greg, Jeff, Jude. Welcome in, Jude, Darth. Riga, King of Mashed Potatoes, is here, of course, as always. Bare Necessities, welcome in, my friend. Dylan. Bake Zeta, welcome in, buddy. How are you? Rascam. Otolith, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. Michael. Gap Highlights, hello from Australia. Will this be recorded? The stream VOD will be available afterwards. It won't be turned into a video, if that's what you mean. But welcome everyone, look at Teddy's bridge. How nice is this? Oh my goodness. Did everyone enjoy this bridge? How incredible was it? Absolutely just stunning. Really, really good work from Teddy. And like, let alone the interchanges as well, right? Look at the interchanges he did. Just gorgeous. Absolutely. Just made downtown Thessia so much better, didn't it? Just superb. Absolutely in love with it. Every time I load this save now, I'm just like, wow. Wowzers trousers. Can't stop but spend the first 10-15 minutes of loading into the map staring at this. I am drinking a lemon tea as well while we just get started today, so bear with me. We'll have a little fly around Thessia as well, I think, because of course we haven't really had time to explore the Isles of Thessia, because we haven't streamed it yet. Let's make sure we've got the right theme loaded as well. But yeah, so let's head back to the wonderful world of Valkyrie. I've not been over there for a while, have we? Guys really haven't seen this. There's some detail that he's doing over here as well, to be fair. Yeah, we've got the Valkyrie Brewery, of course VB. Great community signs. Bare Necessities getting involved as well with the Crocodile Creek Cricket Club. You guys are the best community, making me signs. Just great, right? You can see the downtown from Valkyrie now as well, including the bridge. It's very exciting, that, isn't it? It's very exciting. Amazing. Good evening, Mono. Welcome to the stream, my friend. How are you? Reddit, the best city so far. Thank you, Reddit. That's very kind of you to say, mate. No words to describe Teddy's work. Indeed, Apaku. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. Welcome to all 85 of you that are here already. Happy Saturday to you all. Thank you for joining the Thessia live stream, everyone. Yes, so Valkyrie, of course, feels like a long time ago in Valkyrie, wasn't it? And then Sentinel has come and gone. We got some more detail to do over Sentinel ways as well. Got some sharks out in the bay here too. See them moving around. Look at our land sharks. I know you would have seen in the Discord and on Twitter as well, if you've been paying attention, that there is the first covens to be added into Thessia today. And of course, Benezia, we got the locals beach as well, right? Pickle Sands, I think we renamed this too, didn't we? This turned out really nicely. Really love all this overgrowth here in the rocks on the beach. Very Aussie, isn't it? Very nice. Hey, Arizel, welcome into the stream. DJ as well. Frayden, welcome in, guys. Nice to see you all. David too, welcome in, my friend. How are you? There's a first-person view, got on a train crossing the bridge. We'll have to check it out, Greg. We will check that out, mate. Do I have first-person on? I should do. I might not even have first-person camera on, Greg, because I haven't done a first-person tour in Thessia yet. No, we don't. We can't check it, but we will one day. We will have a first-person Thessia tour. Yes, not Bad Wolf with a $2.99 Australian dollar super chat. Hi everyone, have a fun stream. Wish I could stay. We wish you could as well, Bad Wolf. Thank you for the super chat, lovely. Really appreciate it. And I think you said you were at leaving drinks, did you, earlier? So please enjoy the drinks. And Exquisite, I love the name. With a £10 super chat. Can't watch live, but look forward to watching the VOD afterwards. Love this city. Thank you so much, Egg. Really appreciate it, mate. I'm glad you're enjoying it. And yeah, thanks for the donos, guys. Very generous. I appreciate you. Tiger Lily and Mushi, welcome into the stream, guys, as well. And yes, of course, Thessia is complete now as well. It's turned into a really pretty town. Honestly, guys, like playing with the the train only start across like this kind of smaller town builds is an incredibly refreshing way to play cities. If you haven't played it like this, I'd not recommend that you go and do it enough. Okay. But anyway, what are we doing today? So the type of the stream is downtown street detailing. We have a ton of intersection marking tool work to do, and also some little random spaces in the downtown that need to be filled. And I think we had a really good comment in the premiere last night for the downtown that we're going to do. Or we're going to rename this one anyway to Morinth Square. Due to the fact that egg was laid, we kind of need to tone down the innuendos a little bit, and you know what better way to tone down an innuendo than an Adayachi, right? It's very Mass Effect heavy lore. Not everyone's going to get that, but great name suggestion anyway. But yes, anyway, let's start out with some intersection marking tool spices, shall we? So I think we're going to upgrade this area here into... I think we will bring trams through here, but not through the central plaza. I'm not entirely sure. Let's have a little look what that's going to look like. If we were to grab the tram track pedestrian street. Of course, buses can still come down this, so it's okay. It's not like you will see the bus come down. Now, they will share the tram roads. Right, so they'll still work. So we could still have the trams here, I guess. But I just don't know where I'm sending them. If we don't have trams here, what does make sense to do is to actually upgrade this into the 6-lane road with trams, bus and bikes. Just to really hammer home the public transport coming through Eggerlade. So I think we'll do that. We'll send this road all the way down to the transport hub. To eventually be developed, of course, into something proper, not just that. These bus lines will correct themselves in a second. Morning Timber, welcome into the stream, my friend. ML as well, good day mate, good day to you as well. Love your building style, definitely made me a better player when it comes to detailing. Thank you so much, Darth, I'm glad to hear that, buddy. Glad to hear that. They're on the left side IRL in Victoria Square, if that helps. Yeah, I was thinking of maybe bringing them up through here. We could do some node controller work. But it'd be... I mean, I guess I could just remove these pedestrian roads. There's no one-way tram road, is there? That's like a street. Yeah, there is. This is where I kind of need to use Road Builder. I would absolutely murder for a 3-lane, one-way tram road with cycling right now. That would be perfect for me. We could do it like that, or again, we could node control it off. Let's just very briefly explore that possibility. If we were to bring in this tram road here, let's put an R-snap in. And I want to... Yeah, essentially come up through the middle like that, and then it would run parallel with the road. We just re-square everything with node controller. So we become slightly happier. And then we can then upgrade this one here. 4-lane road with tram tracks. Let's go for the one... Yeah, this should be fine actually, I think, shouldn't it? Our bicycle lanes and trams would probably be better actually. And then feed the trams down here into the eventual Eggerlade Greenbelt that will exist probably next week when we build that. Hey Remain, welcome into the stream, my friend. Go underground, not with the trams I don't think. I want to see them moving around if we're going to include them. Yeah, that does give us a solution and would allow trams to come into the area. Pretty seamlessly as well. We could do some, well, we're going to do some nice IMT here today anyway, but that would fix it. Okay, let's go with this idea then, since it seems to be working out for the meantime. We'll keep this tram station running up here. Let's also make sure we're connecting into our nodes. The souvenir park will have to disappear temporarily. Now, are you... See, this is where we're going to have some difficulty with it, I think. If we were to node control this in, and then shift out the green one, we're also going to need... This is going to be a lot of messing about. This is not what I wanted to do immediately on stream, but it's what's happening. So settling everyone, we're going to do some arsing about with node controller here. Let's push blue back as well, so we've got more room to work with. So we could fuse all of that into the same node. It's a little bit janky. Let's square everybody off here. We could do that and allow the tram to come in. Or am I massively overcomplicating this? Should I just send the tram down the middle? That's probably the easier way here, isn't it? And that way we could still actually keep the bus lane in the middle. Let's do that. I'm massively overcomplicating that. Yeah, okay. Let's bring that blue offset back. Let's maintain this junction as it should be. We'll just use tram pedestrian roads. I'm massively trying to overcomplicate it. We don't need to do that. Goodness gracious. Bare Necessities with a £50 super chat. Jesus, mate. Thank you so much. Love that you decided to do a modded cities, a bit ending in a gem of a city. Insanely generous, Bear. Thank you so much, dude. That's like a nut super chat. I really appreciate that, dude. Thank you, mate. Very generous. And Mehmet Alibriskin, again, with a 110 Turkish lira super chat. Hello all. Hello to you, Mehmet. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Thank you for the donos, guys. Really generous. I appreciate that. Thank you. Very nice. Anyway, distracted. Yeah, this is massive super chats. Yeah, we're just gonna do this. We're just gonna do this, right? This actually gave us a really nice that's what we're gonna call it. Sort of public transport hub in the middle of the town. So we'll let the trams come through the middle, and then that middle crossing will remain as bus-only road, I think. Yeah, and then we'll just have these roads here, at least down the middle, to be bus-only. But that tram will eventually come back through here and link up with that one there, I imagine. That's my hypothesis with it, I think. Can we get a tram with cycling and trees? That's pretty much what I want. And then we'll feed the tram through that other green belt there. That seems like a good shout, doesn't it? What do we want to use? I think just regular tram road will be fine. No, we could use the 4-lane one. We haven't really used this one yet, I don't think. Yeah, so we'll do that, and then we'll feed it through the middle of the pedestrian green belt here. That will be developed into something a little more detailed, and then our trams can leave the central square here. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. I think it's good. Hey, you should schedule your stream during the spring qualifying Formula 1. Now I have to choose. Oh god, yeah, sorry. I did do it during F1, didn't I? I've totally forgot that was on, actually. I would have actually quite liked to watch the sprint. Okay, we'll be back in like an hour, guys. I'm just going to disappear and watch the Spa Grand Prix. Back in a sec. I am joking, by the way. Please don't leave. But yes, that's a good point, Harry. I did forget that the F1 was on. I would have avoided that if I can. Right, okay. Let's just reconfigure our nodes here now there's trams going through them. I think everyone's going to be okay. Yeah, so that'll loop through. You need to be tram road. Are you not tram road? What's wrong? Are you trolleybus road? Have I done the wrong ones? I have done the wrong ones. Those are trolleybus roads. There we go. Let's also get that tree back on here as well that we used. And I'm not going to remember which one it was. Was that one? It looks pretty similar, doesn't it? I think we can get away with that. Cool. So that allows trams to come in and out of the transport hub into downtown now, without breaking our bus plaza in the middle. So I want to do a lot of IMT around these main junctions around Morinth Square. Hey Mags, welcome into stream as well, mate. Welcome in, buddy. Yes, I thought Mags would be on the sprint as well. Mags is a big F1 fan. Is the F1 going to be rained out? Is there rain forecast, is there? It's also scheduled during the New Zealand Oz Rugby, is it? But yeah, that wasn't a good shout, was it? Of all the times to stream Thessia. That was not it, was it? Anyway, okay, let's start with some of our nodes here. Okay, let's start stretching some people out and we'll fancy them up a little bit with the intersection marking tool. I think we'll also do some custom crosswalks here as well. So we're going to be referencing a junction pretty much in Adelaide. I will try and bring this on screen for you guys. You should be able to see this. Yes, there you go. So just got a little screenshot here of one of the junctions in Adelaide. We can see the trams coming in and out. They're a slightly different direction for us. But just some general inspiration for the road markings there is what we're working with today. So let me make sure that my windows are configured so I can still read the live chat. There we go. Okay, so let's grab the intersection marking tool. We will do this one. I think we're going to do some custom crosswalks as well. I did also say during an episode quite a while ago now that I'd like each of the towns to have custom crosswalks, which might be quite a fun little project. I'll have to try and do that. Let's bring it back towards the junction a little bit as well. And then we'll just copy this crosswalk style for pretty much everyone. I feel like you could just spend 1,000 years doing IMT across the city, couldn't you? A lot of it. Cool. And then we will carry on with these up to this road here. Simple dashes into this one. We'll do dash into that one as well. Oh, DJ with a $20 super chat. Great to catch a stream after so long. Loving Thessia. Thank you so much, DJ. I really appreciate the super chat, lovely. I hope you're well. And the cat as well. I know DJ's cat had a little bit of an injury issue recently, so we could have some appreciation for DJ's cat in the live chat. That would be most welcome, I think, for DJ. Cool. So we'll bring these markings across as well. We'll also have this one coming down into here. Keep that same dashed consistency coming down too. Have those like that. This is my first live stream. We're welcoming One Lynch Wonder. Welcome in. Nice to have you here. I'm pretty sure there is the Optus Stadium on Perth on the Steam Workshop that you could use for your stadium. I think we've already got the stadium sorted. This one here. The AFL stadium from the wonderful and beautiful Bad Peanut is going to sit pretty much perfectly here. I'm going to place it now, just so you live stream gang can have a little preview of what the stadium will look like in Thessia's Skyline, because it's going to sit so perfectly here. How nice is that? Absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Hey Max, welcome to the stream, my friend. It makes me so happy to see dash lines at traffic intersections to sell zebras. It's nice, isn't it, Seth? There's endless inspiration in Adelaide for really fun intersection markings. So we'll see how this goes. I definitely want to also extend my what's it called? Cycle lanes here too. Let's do those. We don't really want the marker here, so we'll do Alt. And actually this one here. If we can identify that line, it's that one there. Yeah, we can just have that continue actually. So this one come up to produce our filler, of which we will ask it to become cycling filler. And then this can come down to here. So we'll let the cycling filler break as the tram crosses over it. Well, not the tram, sorry. Well, I guess it is the tram here, isn't it? But as this dotted line comes over. And then I want to do the same here with a solid line. And probably here as well. And then I just want that cycling filler to probably come all the way up with this one. We don't really need to break it. It can just flow around the intersection. I'm going to say cycling filler here. And that should give us a pretty tasty intersection as we see people drive around it. Now, it's pretty much replicated from the exact ones in Adelaide, minus the cycle lanes. But I think it's alright. Hey Michelle, welcome into the stream. Mr. GG as well, welcome in. Yeah, so it's great. It's going to be good, isn't it? Yeah, it's going to be nice. Yeah. Great to finally catch a live stream. Did you put that school in Benezia yet? No, I didn't, mate. Honestly, you guys will not forget about that school in Benezia. I forgot to do it. And ever since, everyone's like, is that school yet? No, we'll forget. No, the school is not in Benezia yet, but we will. I will put it in, I promise. Maybe in today's stream if we have time. Yeah. Is the live chat a tad delayed? Yeah, there's about a 30-second delay between the stream and the chat. It can be very disorientating for me sometimes. It really can. Cool, I think that's simple enough. It's going to do us a job for what we need it to do. So we'll grab this and we should just be able to copy the entire intersection because junction on the opposite side should be mirrored. Can't really tell. We will find out together. Yeah, it pretty much is mirrored, isn't it? So we can just copy and paste that entire intersection over. Oh no, no, it's not mirrored, is it? No, this cycling filler is not correct. Let's just delete one of those fillers. Yeah, why are you not mirrored? What's different over here? Oh, God, it's a tram 4-lane road, isn't it? Yeah, that's why. That's why. Yeah, it's just these lines here that need to be corrected. That's all that's really wrong with it. These 3 that cross the junction. Just get rid of those. And then we'll redraw them in to match up with the tram lines. Apart from that, everything else should still make sense. Just middle up to the top there. These ones come down across the junctions. Yeah, that's fine. It's just these ones that need to be redrawn. And that, and then we'll just redo those fillers. I'll also do this one as an invisible line too. Not as filler, sorry. Just a line there would be great. I do feel like I'm getting increasingly more confident with the intersection marking tool, everyone. That we're getting better each week. Something like that should be acceptable, I think. Got 189 of you here as well, everyone. Thank you for hanging out on the live streams. Really do appreciate you all. Welcome in. Just dropping to say hi. We'll watch this at the end of the day. Enjoy the stream. Thank you, Messiah. Nice to see you, buddy. You enjoy your day, mate. Rebecca as well. Welcome into the stream. How are you? Cool. I've been rewatching your Paladin series. How is it rewatching it, David? Is it as good as it was first time around, or is it aged poorly? I'd be interested to know. Just finished watching your last YouTuber, someone from Adelaide. Thank you so much for making it better than it actually is. Thank you, Chris. I'm glad to hear that, mate. Though I'm sure it's not better than actual Adelaide. But yes, we've had a few Adelaide locals in the comments of last episode actually kind of approving the designs here. It's been very wholesome to see. Cool, so I think I'm happy with these IMT designs. Again, it's taken pretty much from Victoria Square, although we do need to actually use node controller here and hide those crosswalks. There we go. And this crosswalk actually needs to be amended, doesn't it? Because it's a slightly wider one. Let's just redraw this one for there and say double dash lines, and we will also take the criteria from that one to this one and paste it over. Wonderful. Everyone else is still happy there now, mate? Cool. If we were being strictly accurate, the green paint would have a gap at the pedestrian crossing. Oh yeah, should we do that? This is where I can get lost for a very long time doing IMT like this. Okay, so we delete that filler. Can we... Oh, I can't start it from here, can I? Oh, I can only do it to there. No, I guess we can't then, because I can't actually leave the gap here, because there's no point at this area here. I don't know why, though. If we did this as an invisible line, would that give me the point to fill there? No, it wouldn't, would it? That's a shame. Yeah, I would have liked that idea, actually, to leave a gap at the green paint, but just with the points I have to play with, I don't think I can. But good shout, yeah, that would have been nice. Right, let's carry on anyway. Let's do these ones. So we'll do a straight line here. And again, once we've done one of these, we can just copy and paste them because Morant Square is pretty much mirrored all the way around. Just those two. Fill these up and say cycling filler. Should we try and get a better match on that filler? Feeling like it's maybe a slightly different shade of green to what I've got. I mean, I'm never going to match it. We could be here until Cities 2 comes out and I would never match that colour. Do you know what IMT needs? Like a colour dropper. That'll be tremendously helpful. Something like that is pretty indistinguishable. You can't tell from a distance, can you? It's pretty similar. Yeah. Yes, I love your detail on transport hubs. Glad to hear that, David. I'm glad to hear that. You should check out the 109 tram song for some Melbourne tram inspo. We certainly will. We need to go to Melbourne at some point for an area of the downtown. The road frames are very much Adelaide and Canberra based, but we will go to Melbourne, I think, for some waterfront stuff. Because Melbourne's got a load of pretty waterfront action. Are you basing Thessia just of Adelaide or other cities and states across Australia? Yeah, there's different things. So a lot of the smaller towns out in the areas like Benezia, Sentinel, and Valkyrie, they're all predominantly Queensland based. And there's different towns we're taking inspiration from. We need some death care in the downtown, don't we? Hold on, let me go off on a tangent here. There's vast amounts of people dying, so let me stick a cemetery down for them so they get collected. Yes, but the city road network is mainly Canberra in the east and then Adelaide over this way. But I think maybe when we come to do all this waterfront area here, we'll head to Melbourne for some inspiration. Obviously the bridge is Sydney Harbour. But yeah, it's kind of a fusion of different road networks across Australia, really. Anyway, INT time. Let me set up the space in between these roads here. See if we can mirror these dashes. I think that's pretty special there, isn't it? We'll just go for that. Paste them over. Cool. And now this entire intersection should just be able to be copied and pasted as we come into here. And say yes, please. It's really going to bring so much into the road network, that, isn't it? Having that there. And then paste these across too. We should just be able to paste that there as well. Yeah, I don't think I'm overly bothered about having this one come down. We could do a dash from here to here if we wanted to do that, I guess. Not the worst thing ever, is it, I suppose? I'm happy with that. So now let's turn our attention toward these junctions, because these need to be custom made as well. Bike lane. Oh my god, what a legend. He's actually got the bike lane colours. Hold on. So it's what? Red 50. 181. 73. And then 48. And then I have to... Doesn't look too much like it to me. Well, I guess it is. What would be the opacity setting there? Guess what that, did I get that right? 50, 181, 73, 48. Oh. 48. That's changing the opacity though, isn't it? Looks a little darker. I guess would the theme affect it? I guess it would. Yeah, I'm going to keep it to this one though. Thank you for posting it though. It looks a little different on my one. I'm guessing the theme might affect the way it looks, the lighting, etc. I'll go for that one there though. But yes, anyway, let me come to do this one. So I'd love for these bus fillers, or these bus lanes, to be filled out here. So let's drag, not filler, sorry, let's control them together so those lines match up. And then that's good over there as well. And then we'll do 2 more solid fillers here. And then hopefully we can just extend these bus lanes out into that central square, which should look pretty cool. So we want it to be a solid colour, and we need to go for quite a dark red, I imagine. And then we can also do cracks in the paint now as well with IMT. Look how good that looks. How nice is that? Cracked paint. IMT is getting like better and better every week, I swear. So good. Anyway, let's correct this colour a little bit. So probably bring the opacity down. I mean, that's not too far off, is it? As a first attempt, I don't think I'm going to get it better than that, to be honest. So why don't we just say yes, please, to that filler. Let's actually say this is a template. We'll go for bus filler. And yes, we will save that as bus filler. And then we'll just go filler right there. And say bus filler, please. Okay. Love those cracks. Cracked paint in cities is like my favourite thing. Favourite thing ever. I have so much fun with the intersection marking tool. Goodness gracious. Let's also do some dedicated turn lanes here with the intersection marking tool as well. Not intersection marking tool, sorry, traffic manager. There's a bus line coming down here? There isn't, is there? I guess then this right turn here. Then again, I guess service vehicles would still need to take it, wouldn't they? I was thinking we can just remove it entirely, but police vans, fire trucks will still need to go down it, etc. So. But I guess we can also make it straight on too. I think that's the most appropriate thing to do in that situation. Let me know if it isn't. We'll also do the same thing here again as well with our cycle lanes. We will extend them down and just line them up. And then I think what we will do is use some rules to break them where the bus comes over. So we'll have 2 lines here. And then we'll say filler around here. And thank you to the wonderful world of templates, we can just say cycling filler now. And then cycling filler there too. And also through the middle. God, I love intersection marking tool, everyone. It's absolutely amazing. Colour is spot on. It's alright, isn't it, Bait? It's alright. If you want to get some people into the central city, you can have a stage in one of the squares and say it's during our fringe show events. I think if you go to the street view in Adelaide, Chris, in Google Earth, there's one of those events on. I'm pretty sure it's like a big gazebo, isn't it? Is that what you're talking about? It's a good idea, you know. We could actually put a concerts thing down here. Although I think with the room we've left, we might be a little too short a space. Yeah, it's like a tile. It's a tile too wide, which is incredibly irritating. Plus we've got the roads going through the middle now. And we could do a custom one. We could place our own hangout markers and do some sub-building stuff. It's not a bad shout. It's not a bad shout. Okay, let's do these dashes here. We'll maintain this same dash line format that we're using around the rest of the intersection. So just paste that in here. Do that one too. Paste that over. And then we could also do this one here as a double solid if we do shift and control. So it maintains. We could do that. We've also asked if we're going to do dedicated turn lanes here, we shouldn't really remove... Yeah, what's that bus going to do? I need to see where this white bus behaves. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's actually ignoring the turn signal, isn't it, to come into its stop, which is fine. But yeah, that's okay. I don't mind that really. Cool, and then you guys really just need to sort of merge into the one-way system. We'll have them like that, and then this turn coming into here should also be mirrored. And I think I'm happy with that as an intersection. I think that's alright, isn't it? I think. Can you create a town based on the Northern Territories for Thessia? I think we will, Marcosa, yeah, because like the Northern Territories are like super sparsely populated, right? And there's some very small towns. So yeah, I think we definitely will do. I think we'll probably do some Northern Territory inspired stuff in these regions of Thessia. Because this is like, we're not going to have any major infrastructure out here. This is just going to be probably Northern Territory inspired towns. So we'll do a lot of that out here, I think. But yes, absolutely we will do, we will. Hey Falco, not too much bud, we're just hanging out doing some intersection marking tool stuff around the main junctions in what is now called Morinth Square. But anyway, let's have a little posture check and hydration break, shall we? We're 34 minutes into the stream here, I'm sure we're all parched. Stick on a bit of nighttime spices while we're in downtown. And enjoy the fruits of our intersection marking tool here. They're a little bit dark, aren't they? Sorry, before we do a hydration break, I'm just wondering if we were to grab a light. Can we do a little island filler with an intersection marking tool? And have... And that's a little big, isn't it? Something like that, because there should be no one passing across this little area here. Because those intersections are very dark at night because the nodes are so stretched out. So we can find a way to have one in. I think we will do. But yeah, let's enjoy a little bit of Twilight Eggalade while we stretch our backs out. Yes, IMT skills on point, thank you, Baked. I don't think you would have been saying that a couple of years ago, would you? when we first got to grips with the intersection marking tool. Much more comfortable with it these days. We love the long big buses, yeah, they're really good, aren't they? I was kind of thinking all the buses would just be a stopgap until the trams took over, but I'm really enjoying the way the buses sort of utilising the system we put in place. It's fun. Yeah, but posture check and a hydration break, please, everyone. Let's rehydrate. Such a cool map, isn't it? Yeah, Eggsy and Karina did a wonderful job of making Thessia. Just like they did with Ilos. I feel like Ilos and Thessia wouldn't have been the cities they are without Eggsy and Karina. Yeah, absolutely nailed the vibes I was after. Like, simply superb. Yeah. That looks good, but there shouldn't be a straight line leading into the bus lane though. No, what do we need to remove the double dash one? Does that one need to go? Big love to you as well, Jono. Thank you for hanging out in the stream, my friend. When it comes to building rural towns in the outback Queensland, Northern Territories and Western Australia, the best places to refer to. Appreciate that gap. We'll definitely head to those places at some point, I imagine. Yes, the most unused things in people's builds, nighttime. The lights and custom lights are never or hardly used. True. I do like a nighttime view. I would do more nighttime thumbnails, but they do horrendously bad for click-through rates. It's why you never see them. Apart from today's thumbnail, which is at nighttime, but it's a live stream, so we don't have to be that worried about the click-through rate, really. Good day, Gregory. Welcome into the stream, my friend. How are you? Yeah, take advantage there's no car crashes. Well, I'm thinking if we can put something around it. Because there's no one driving in this bit of the intersection. So... it would involve doing it up to there, wouldn't it? I mean, I could actually just bring across an invisible line here. Would that help it? We did it from here. And we set this to be a pavement island. And then we'll scroll its offsets down. Something like that. And then we'll slightly elevate it as well a little bit. Does that make my light bulb have a little bit more purpose? Because no one's going to drive there. The tram might clip through it a tiny bit there, but I think we can amend that. Let's just go for that filler again and scroll its offset down a touch. There we go. Maybe reduce the corner radius too. There we go. I think something like that should house it a little bit more. Don't hate that. Cool. Anyway, let's return. So yeah, we said we should have no line through the middle. Let's go for that one then. We will remove this double line if it's offensive to the intersection. Let's get rid of that one. I need to move my tan day. Now the shadows are in the way. There we go. Cool. I think I'm happy with that format then. I think we'll take that into the rest of the intersection here. Because again, we can just copy this entire configuration now and throw it over here, but we do actually need to upgrade this into bus lane as well. Probably all the way down into where the green belt will start. So we'll have that head down there. And again, INT should say everyone's fair game here. Should be a mirrored pattern. There we go. Hey Mason, doing well my friend, how are you? Welcome to the stream to you and Styrestian as well, I think I'm pronouncing that right. Egg, what is the favourite series you have done? It's a tough question, David. I would probably say... Oh, I don't know. I've got a soft spot for them all. Oh, I don't know. You've thrown... I was spine them. Ilos is a very strong favourite just because of the... Like, Ilos' skyline is just beautiful. That whole kind of blanket of lights up through the Mar grid is a very unique look. But it was also my first time with mods, so I feel like it's very janky. Yes, I did see someone shout out the crosswalks as well. We will add those back in. I did forget about the crosswalks, so let's actually just copy them from this one here. And then we will stick them on here as well. Absolutely fabulous. Fantastic. Do we want them here? Yes, we will. I think we will. Cool. So now let's copy this entire thing again with the crosswalks and we'll put it over here. And rotate until everyone's happy. Fantastic. Roads are looking a lot nicer now, aren't they? A lot more impressive. Oh, that's really nice, isn't it? Having that continual sort of burgundy pattern flow right through the intersection there. Although these lines need to be amended a little bit. I have to go, but I'm glad I cut the first 40 minutes of the stream. See you, away. See you later, Marco. Thanks for hanging out, mate. Enjoy your weekend, buddy. Appreciate you stopping by. Cool. Yeah, going back to David's question, Thessia is now a very strong favourite just because I'm so much more refined with the mods, I think, than I was at the start of Ilos, which has led to it being just much nicer, if that's not tooting my own horn. And I think we're okay for a copy and paste here as well, aren't we? With the networks and cycle lanes and whatnot. Paste it in, give it a little rotate, everyone's happy here. Cool. So how much better do these roads look now? Quite a bit better, right? Having all that continual markings and stuff flow around. Incredibly satisfying. Yes, please, everyone. So we've got some spaces around the plaza I want to detail. We did actually remove assets here, didn't we? Let me put those back in. We had the little tourist park here, didn't we? A little souvenir one. Which skin do we actually want for this? I think we go with the tiny little craft stalls, actually. With no one manning them, so everyone could just come up and steal it from here. That's fine, though. And I would still like that pedestrian pathway to come across. Actually, do you want to put those pedestrian pathways back in that I removed? Sorry, very distracted by my own builds today. Do I want to do that? I think I do. And we had, I think it was columnar trees here, I think, wasn't it? I'm sure it was. Okay, now if we square these guys off, and probably remove the pedestrian crossing. I think I'm happy with that. Can we use IMT here, actually, to... no, it wouldn't work, would it? Well, actually, it might if I have to move these across. I don't really like the way that the sandstone breaks there. But if we did a filler and asked for decal and then said sandstone pavers, are we happy with that? Can we change that angle a little bit? Is that better? So the sandstone texture doesn't break if we just use an IMT filler to cover it up. I think I prefer that, you know. It's a little better, isn't it? Makes it a little more cohesive. Yes, but let's first of all head to the wonderful world of real life Adelaide, because I'd like to get into a street view and just check out some side street detailing, because I think I've got quite a bit more concrete than there actually is around Adelaide. See, this is what I was talking about earlier. I can't remember who it was that mentioned it. Apologies to the live chat. We had someone shouted this out. It's the fact that we have these big tents and events here, right? So we can definitely do something like that with Adelaide. Oh, sorry, Morinth Square. Egglade, I meant to say. So we've got some pink logs on the side of the road. It's not what I expected. Okay, here's that intersection we just marked out as well. Pretty similar, right? Obviously without the bike filler in. Okay, so we just got some tree lining and pink logs. That's alright. That's not too bad. And then I've got some dead space over here I need to fill as well in Eggerlade, like what's actually sat here. There's bus stops through this way. It's just benches, green space and trees, isn't it? With some sort of concrete benches through this way. Nothing overly designed. That's the cycle race you have every year, is it? Oh yes, there you go. The Down Under Tour, is it? Or Tour Down Under? Okay. Does it start from here, does it? Okay, let's check out another corner of the main square. We've got a church here as well, right on the corner, which I haven't included. Which is fine, I guess, you know, it's not an exact replica, is it? But I feel like we should get a church in Eggerlade somewhere. And just vanilla dirt path, isn't it? And trees and green belt. There's nothing much more to it. It's pretty simple. We've got the fountain down here as well. For RC. Okay. There's a fair bit of inspiration there, I think. Cool. Kind of like the Tour de France in Adelaide, right? Okay, Chris, I get it, yeah. Big cycling network. T-Alex Tour Down Under starts there. Very nice, very nice. Welcome in, T-Alex as well, by the way. Welcome in. Cathedral time. I think the cathedral might be a little big, Malay, for the road frames I've got to play with here. Yeah, it's... Oh, I mean, that would look good there, though, wouldn't it? I'd have to tear out a lot of infrastructure there. A lot of buildings would need to move. Oh, it would have fitted in here perfectly. It would have fitted there. I mean, what am I losing if I move that? It's only a little bit of Hearts of Korea zoning. And the Dawson Square Centre, which I do really like. I don't really want to lose that, but... I guess we could just move it elsewhere, couldn't we? Should we do it? Should we go for... Should we go for the cathedral? See what it looks like. Let me just grab all these buildings and move it. Let's just move you out of the way temporarily. I mean, it's very Adelaide, isn't it? Damn it, Malay. No, I want to use this here. No, it's like perfect, isn't it? Yeah, we've got to do that. We have to do that. Okay. So... I guess you guys can just be deleted. It's only one unique building and a bit of commercial zoning. Right, so the road coming out this junction needs to go. That just doesn't need to exist anymore, which is fine, to be honest. And this needs to become a middle section of the road. And then that's forest brush, anything that I placed around it. We're going to have to bob this as well, I think. Let's bring this up. And let's say... Oh, you've got quite a lot of crap around you, haven't you? Okay, let's use Robert. Robert to the rescue. I want rid of those street lights on the front. Go away. Cool, that lets me drag you a little bit closer to the road. Let's also get rid of those vanilla trees while we're there as well. Goodness gracious. Disappear. Fabulous. Cool. So, let's bring this up. Put it up close there, I think. Is that alright? I think the cathedral looks nice there. It fits, doesn't it? Like, usually I would have thrown up at the suggestion of the cathedral in the middle of a relatively modern downtown like this, but I think behind the... What's it called? Grand Central Terminal building. pretty nice. I don't know, I really like that. Yeah, very special indeed. Malay, that is wonderful. We're going to name that after Malay, actually. That was a very strong suggestion. Is the Church of Mashed Potatoes alright, Malay? Or do you want it named something else? If you do, please tag me in the live chat so I can see it, please, mate. There we go. Day 10. I've seen your comments, D-Day Wheel. I saw them this morning. Yes, it's day X of asking for a Valkyrie beer, bit of depot. I will give you them one day, I promised. I will give you them one day. Right. I'm happy with that, I think. Let's amend the pathways. Can we actually snap vanilla path nodes out of this? Yes, we can indeed. Wonderful news. Let's do this then. Let's upgrade these. Put that back into there. Are there any more snap nodes around here? Let's do one over this side. What's around the church in Adelaide? Wait, what did I call that? Church mashed potatoes. Ignore me, guys. Church of mashed potatoes. Sorry. Sorry. Ignore. Ignore me. There we go. Church of mashed potatoes. There we go. Sorry, Malay. I'm distracted looking at Google Earth. I'm trying to type and talk at the same time. Church of mashed potatoes is great. Thank you, mate. Thank you. There's just car parking next to the one in Adelaide. Have a little look at it here. Just a bit of greenbelt space, pathways and trees. Actually, let's get on the street view. This will be important. Oh, that's perfect, isn't it? That's absolutely, like, perfect replicated. Yeah, we just got bollards out the front. That's a nice bit of detailing we can do. And trees and car parking. Okay, perfect. No worries at all. Thanks. Yeah, I will do them day real. I will. I think we're going to have an episode at some point of, like, you guys asked for it, so I built it, sort of thing. So I'll have a bit of fun like that. And your builds will be included. I promise. I see you asking every day. In terms of car parking, vanilla might probably be the best solution here if it'll fit. It's going to be a little too deep, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It is. That's okay though. We can use the other ones that I just saw. These. And then we'll just spin them around. Have them come up like that. Oh no, not that one. Something like that. And then can we copy and paste this? What's the terrain doing here? Are you going to start causing me problems? Yes, you are. Of course you are. Oh no, 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 it might be alright. It might be alright. We can hide that severe lip, I think, with a bit of... Let's do a retaining wall key, but it's a little bit overkill, really. Okay, yeah, so then all this here is concrete. Although I'm going to have to use the brush here, aren't I? To give a smoother edge, which is okay. This is not what I wanted to be doing. I've got a load of IMT to do. We've got distracted building a church. Someone has to tell Eggsy. He's going to be over the moon with this. And then let's get some trees. It's just pretty general leafy boys, wasn't it? Knocking around, nothing too tropical. I think the palms are no longer welcome here if we're changing this up. Yeah, a couple of these, maybe some religious figs as well. We'll have that there. Let's get those bollards in as well, of course. Absolutely wonderful. Hey AJ, welcome into the stream, buddy. This is so good. If I went to Street View in Thessia, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference to the real thing. No good. I'm always glad to hear that. That's what we like to hear, isn't it? Cool, so let's get these bollards here. Something like that, and maybe there as well. Cool. In terms of a street view, that is pretty special, isn't it, compared to what we just saw in Adelaide. Really like that. Maybe we want a little bit more foliage here, actually. Can we have some shorter shrubby numbers? And I think after we've done this, we're going to take a break and do the first coven. I don't want that one, please. There we go. Because we got a new character to introduce into the OE lore today. Those that were in the Discord and follow me on Twitter, you would have seen the little tease last night. The fact that Jerry has an Australian cousin that he has fled Ilos to go and stay with after the events that unfolded in the desert, of course. He's now a wanted fugitive in the Ilos state. So, so we've got that to look forward to. I think that'll do, right? I think that's okay. I think that's alright. Hey G, welcome into the stream, mate. Nice to see you. How are you, mate? Welcome in. That's beautiful. I love that. Thank you so much, Mally. What an absolutely gorgeous addition into downtown Egglade that is. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, bud. Oh, nighttime view on the cathedral. Oh yes, look at that. That's so nice. Can we see this from the main square? I know it's the opposite side of where it is in actual Adelaide, but it still works here pretty nicely, I think, doesn't it? Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Thank you so much, Mally. I'm very happy to have the Church of Mashed Potatoes, which I have actually called it that now, haven't I? Yes, we have. not Church of Potatoes Mashed, or whatever I call it. Anyway, let's have a little return to Jerry, shall we? So Jerry has arrived in Thessia, even though he's already here, because he's been used in 2 other covens before. But this will be Jerry's arrival coven. So we're going to search for police. And then Jerry, of course, the old classic policeman number 4 is here. He's going to be sat at the ferry terminal, having just got off the boat, fleeing Ilos, of course. And he's staring upon the skyline of downtown Thessia for the first time, wondering what adventures are going to await him here. And then his Aussie cousin, who is called Mitch, is here to greet him. Look at this. So this asset was made by Sully. Enormous shout out to Sully, just absolutely incredible work. We asked him to commission an Aussie cousin for Jerry, who of course is riding the horse and wearing an Aussie policeman outfit. So his name is Mitch, so on occasion we can call him Basic Mitch. And, you know, he turns up and he's like, you know what, mate? Fuck the CBD. Head over to Thessia and get yourself a bottle of Chardonnay. And it's like, classic Aussie, classic Aussie cousin. So if they are going to go to Thessia for a bottle of Chardonnay, then we have to go make a wine coven as well. So we'll do that while we're on the topic. So we'll do this here. Let's get Jarrett. So we'll do Jerry here. And we've actually got Mitch sat as well. Yeah. So Mitch is actually, Mitch is sat down. But Jerry still refuses to get off of his horse. Which is perfect, right? Do we have any wine props? I need a goon bag. No. I'm not gonna have a bottle, am I? Or no, I need to get a bottle prop. No, I don't have one. We'll have to just leave it for right now. We've also got a selection of animals here as well. Where's the koala? I think here is going to be the ringleader of the various animals that appear across Thessia, but we won't do them here. They'll have to be out in the wilds. Well, there's our first 2 Mitch and Jerry, Mitch and Jerry covens, alright? So I hope you enjoy them. Expect to see those appearing across the various covens as Thessia gets built out. How long did you practice that Chardonnay line? Hours, EMB. Hours, mate, let me tell you. Absolute hours. But yeah, I'll try and find a wine prop. And then we can... Or a goon bag prop, maybe. Maybe I can ask Sully to do me a goon bag, actually. I don't really think about that. But yeah, expect to see them every now and again. Anyway, let's do some more gum trees around here, because we deleted some trees from this area, didn't we? And I think Morinth Square... Oh, we lost the fountains, didn't we? Because we brought the tram road through here now. I can't not have the fountain. What do we have available? Well, see, I totally neglected campus fountains as an option. If we had campus fountains, people would sit around them. Let me just test this. Oh, it wants a regular university area, doesn't it? Oh, that's going to be such a ball ache to set up. Yes, actually, would they go in Sentinel's campus? No, they won't. No, I think we're just going to do our own custom ones. I'm trying to squeeze that into too small a space where it won't go. Oh, Michael has been a member for 11 months. Did Jerry's horse have a name? I think it was Legend, wasn't it? I think it was Legend. You guys decided. I don't think I ever confirmed it. I just sort of let you guys do it. Yeah. I think it's Legend, Michael. Thank you for the 11-month membership as well, mate. Absolutely nuts. Really appreciate you. Oh, yeah, we're on uneven terrain here though, aren't we? Can we grab these props? Oh, you pain in the ass. That's going to be a nightmare to get, isn't it? Without, it's going to be a slightly floating fountain. We can put it down to Jerry and Mitch, up to no good. And then we'll set these as the same height as those ones. No, we won't, because that's a different height. Okay, and I think we'll surface paint these little corners here. We'll have them as concrete space. And we're going to need that brush back again too, to tidy up those edges. And then we'll get some choice benches to knock around here. Some of our favourites, of course. Always prefer the little stone numbers here. Spin them around, see if we can get a bin as well. We've still got the world's tallest bin that I need to use in a build somewhere. Because this is this is super Aussie, isn't it? Because you guys have like super random tall things everywhere, so we will use that at some point. But for right now, we'll just get a regular bin in there as well. I should do it. Some smaller props in the foreground of the downtown should help introduce that design, I think, shouldn't it? Special. Okay. So there's a space here as well, which I've concreted up, but I think we're going to do some classic Thessia stairs, because who doesn't love the stairs, right? It's the best thing we've ever done on the channel, is finding out that we can do stairs with IMT. So we want to search for those propless pathways. There we go. And then let's snap into the grid. And we'll bring it up to here, which is going to be fine. And then we move to regular pathway after that, because I actually want the benches and lights on them, I think. And then we would have this come down to here. That would actually angle it perfectly with the pedestrian crossing. Something like that. And then let's grab all of these top nodes and set them to the height of this road here. And then you need to come down to the height of the road, and we'll use move it just to get as close as we can. Now again, I have finally done the stair filler here as a preset, so I don't have to do it every time anymore. It's also just amend how close that is to the pavement, so it doesn't look quite as weird. That's sort of what I'm after, I think. That's pretty much perfect, isn't it? How good are these stairs, man? Why, it's so nice. Just the best things about modded cities now for me. Glorious. And then we'll just put that up to where they're going to walk to. Maybe even raise that node up a little bit, actually. Down a bit. Something like that. Cool. And then we saw those really colourful logs, didn't we? And I'm pretty sure we've got a prop in our collection here. We've also got some nice out-of-home advertising I should be dropping about in here too. Yeah, stuff like this would be really great, wouldn't it, for throwing out little inner-city, downtown concrete spaces like that. A little bit of Kit Kat advertising. Red Velvet Whirl. What else do we have here? Who's that? Isn't that Thor? Is that Chris Pratt? What's his name? I know him. I'm not familiar with Marvel, so you have to excuse my ignorance. Oh no, if I could get a VB one of those, how good would that be? That'd be perfect. The Aussies drink Heineken. H&M. Continuing style. Oh, they rotate as well. That's so cool. That's so good. I didn't know they rotated. How exciting. Cool. Anyway, getting distracted. Let's come over here. Handrails. What we want, handrails on the stairs. Hemsworth, not Pratt. Thank you, EMB. Thank you. It's Chris Hemsworth and he's an Aussie. Is he? Is he an actual Aussie? That's well, I think we've got to get that on in then, haven't we? We'll go back to him. We're gonna do a new rule here for prop, and we want a fence that will work with the intersection marking tool. Actually, I think decorative network is probably the better shout here. And going for something like, because farm fence will conform with the terrain. The other one, the prop ones won't. So need to shift you away. There we go. That's the option I'm looking for. Is that okay? And then if we copy that, and then we'll add the new rule onto this one as well. Place that on over. I think they're the best handrails I can do. I don't mind the wood. I'm gonna cover all this exposed land here as well with what's it called? Overgrowth and stuff. Yeah. Yes, but sorry, but before I got distracted by Chris Hemsworth, I was looking for this one here, because we have these Apple Campus rainbow things, which are kind of like the multicolored logs that we saw in Adelaide. So I'm thinking we can just have a little pop of colour here to essentially mimic what we saw. I'm actually going to use Move It to rotate it perfectly. That kind of replicates what we saw in Adelaide, doesn't it? And then we'll just have general trees and fanciness around it, like we saw in the city. There's lots of greenbelt action. Got a gum tree in here as well. Okay. Something like that. It's alright. Foster, Australian for beer. Don't Aussies actually hate Fosters? Isn't it a myth that they actually like them? Right, okay, let's get Hemsworth knocking about then. You can sit here. What's he actually advertising? Boss? Sound. Okay. What other ones have we got? Got a Magnum advert. Just do it. Bit of Nike. These are so good for bringing like city streets to life, aren't they? We've also got this as well. Scope's billboard still hasn't been used. For Coco's Outback. And for those that aren't aware, I recently travelled to Amsterdam and came across a place called Coco's Outback that had this exact signage out front that Scope turned into a billboard for us. So really cool work, but I don't think it belongs in the downtown. We need to probably put that in a rural town somewhere, I think. Which we will one day, I promise. Anyway, okay, so we'll have Hemsworth knocking about in this city centre if he's an Australian. That's fine. Hey Jason, welcome to StreamMate Camera Mod. I use Camera Positions utility, mate, to get this close to the ground. I will show you my sliders. If it can find it. Yeah, Camera Positions utility is the one that I use. If you're using Skype, it will tell you that it's outdated and no longer supported, but it doesn't clash with anything. Yeah, ground proximity is the slider here that will let you get this close to the ground like I do. That's what you want. Yeah. Foster's is so crap that we haven't had pubs. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a myth, isn't it, that Aussies don't drink Foster's? I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. Okay, let's get this down here. The rainbow coloured dens, we're replicating this, Salash. Let me put it up for you, bud. It's not quite as... Well, I don't have coloured logs in my asset collection, but this is what we're working with here. We have the kind of colourful art installation outside of the main building here with trees and coloured logs, etc. That's what we're going with here. But I do want to fill up these areas here with a lot of colourful bushes. Oh, we can actually do a little hedge line in here actually. If we were to set these to a 3 meter fill, okay, 3 does separate them, so if we went for 2, yeah, let's do that. We'll have this here. Oh no, don't walk across my hedges. I'll have to set that up as concrete then, that's okay. And then we'll have that run up to the top. We'll have a little bit of a hedge border knocking about near the stairs. And make sure that we don't encroach upon where the Sims are walking, because I don't want them glitching through the hedges. Actually cut back one a little bit here as well. Something like that. What do Aussies drink then? I'm not sure. We've got a lot of Aussies in the chat at the minute, so if they could help us verify what Australians do actually. I guess VB, right? VB is pretty popular. I think some vanilla overgrowth actually would be... would be alright. Something a little thinner though. These are all really big. Just as a bit of a covering, and then we'll get some other trees and whatnot to fill it out. A couple of these full leafy numbers are actually quite appropriate. We're going to enjoy the street view here. Yeah, don't hate that at all. I think that's alright. Just want to go fully repeated. I feel like maybe something... Oh, gums are always a favourite, aren't they though? No, we use gums everywhere. Let's try and switch up a little bit at least. Okay, we'll have that. And then we'll grab our concrete brush. And then just corner that off there, because they're actually walking across that corner. And that's very tasty. Maybe planters with flower spam. It could work baked, yeah, it could work. So I think I'm pretty happy with the leafy falls though. A little bit of popping colour with those red hedges is more than welcome, I think. People walking through this sort of colourful den now as well. I know you don't like it, Salash, but I'm on board with it, I think. Just like as a little random city art installation. I think it's pretty cute. It's alright. Thanks for streaming. Have to head off now. No worries, Warren. You enjoy your weekend, buddy. Thank you for hanging out on the live stream. I appreciate you. It's Farmers Union iced coffees. What is that? What we tend to drink different beers, but Foster Jones isn't one of them. Chewy's, VB, and Carlton. Okay. I'm pretty sure Rach drinks the tears of her enemies. She definitely does, EMB. Rach is not to be messed with. Rach will fuck you up if you get in her way. In Adelaide, Farmers Union and iced coffee. What is that what Adelaide's known for, is it? Yeah. It's very Adelaide. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that too. VB long neck at 20 till 8 in the morning. Could be shaky. Okay. I'll have to see if I can find some an XXX in Queensland. Okay. I'll have to see if we can get some Tui's VB and carton billboards then. I'll have to see if we can. Cool. Lights little area now. It's turning up alright. There was some other stuff we wanted to do over here, wasn't there? This was just a lot of bike parking, wasn't it? So I think we can get some cycle racks in here. If we come into... What space is here? It's essentially 3 tiles deep, isn't it? And I'd like a relatively glassy tower here. So let's go for... something with glass? Vanilla office, maybe? I want something that's 3 deep as well, please. Oh, that one's quite a nice one, isn't it? Can we repaint that though? It looks, I don't like that beige. It looks pretty awful. Yeah, I think the whiter tower is a little nicer, isn't it? Let's bring that in, and then we'll just nudge it up so it hugs its friends next door, and then we'll use that as the boundary. And then I'd love a pedestrian pathway through here too, so we can have just those benches and lights coming through again. So let's go for there. Tremendous. Now there is a vanilla bike parking solution, isn't there? Is it just called Rack? Welcome to the next 20 minutes of the stream, everyone, while we try and find this prop. I know what it's called. Oh, Jesus. Telesh. What are you doing, mate? Hold on. I have the super chat to read. Let me give you a view of the downtown. There you go. Salesh with a 1,000 rupee super chat. Insane, mate. Thank you so much. That's insanely generous. I am now absolutely loving Thessia Egg. Amazing vibes, and distributed counties are very realistic. Let me know your thoughts on an Aussie marshland inside a national park with shallow waters and fishing boats zipping around. And making croc hunting. I absolutely love that idea, Salesh. Amazing, mate. Thank you. Yeah, I can't imagine, yeah, croc hunting isn't really common, is it? I don't think. But yeah, we can absolutely do like a marshland. That would be a great idea. If any Aussies know of such areas, sort of wet national parks with marshland, please leave them where I can find them, and we'll absolutely do something like that. Thank you, Salesh, and crazy generous super chat, buddy. Really appreciate you, and I'm glad that Thessia is filling that Ilos-shaped hole in your life. I'm glad it is. Anyway, bike parking. What's it called, everyone? I'm not going to find it, am I? There is a vanilla prop that is the bike racks. Is it with bicycle? There it is. What's it called? Bicycle stand. There we go. That's what we wanted. Okay, so we've almost got like a bit of a concrete verge coming across here, for which I think we're going to have to use the brush to achieve. Yeah. Interesting to note, I just saw the back of Salash's super chat with him falling over Thessia. For those that were elitist towards Ilos, are you finding that it's scratching the itch as well, or is it just not quite the same? Be interested to know, because I was quite nervous. I was like, well, I am going to leave every city. I'm like, oh shit, how am I going to top this now next time? Happens every time, especially when I left like Palaven for Novaria as well. Yeah, I'd be interested to know if it's as enjoyable as Ilos, if not more so. And equally, if you're not enjoying as much of Ilos, please feel free to tell me as well. Okay, I think I can have that here, and if we use node controller here and change this into a bend, we should get rid of that texture there. Then I'm actually going to close this corner up here too. And that sort of creates the green belt that we were seeing in and around Adelaide, wasn't it? Service paint all this up as well so it's flush with the road. And then we don't need to put benches down, of course, because we've got the benches now. Keep this going around. And then again, it was just generally larger oak style trees, wasn't it? Quite a lot of them too. It was very shaded. So I think we'll do that to stop people's bikes from melting in this Thessian sun. It will have a row of the same, and then maybe the occasional larger one. Something like that. Should do. We'll get another fountain and some more out of home advertising here near this bike parking. Maybe a couple of food stands, bit of a hot dog vibe maybe. Something like that. And I thought that corner quite nice though, isn't it? Cool. Oh, World Wed AU with a $10 Australian super chat. I'm from Adelaide. Farmers Union iced coffee is drunk more than Coke. Oh, it's Farmers Union iced coffee. I thought you guys were saying Farmers Unions and iced coffee. Okay. Not sure if I've already done, but Adelaide Hospital in the Central Business District has a tram line that is an expensive building globally. I think I've seen it on Google Earth, the Adelaide Hospital. Yeah, the Royal one. Yeah, it's very cool. This one here. I think this is the one you're talking about. Thank you for the super chat, Why the Bay Worldwide. Very generous, mate. Appreciate the $10. But yeah. This is a really cool build. I agree. I'd love to do this somewhere, actually. Maybe in one of the Greenbelt squares. Because there's a lot of cricket over here. Kind of like one of Ilos's custom hospitals that we did, because it had quite a few. Yeah, I think that's definitely worthy of a custom build. I'm assuming that's the building you're talking about anyway. If it isn't, then of course, please let me know. Anyway, let's have a little catch up on the chat. We'll have a hydration break as well. Let's go for some new nighttime spices in the downtown. With the cathedral in the background as well. Oh yes. Yes please. That is so nice. Love that. We need to decorate these public transport stops as well. Anyway, Celeste again with a 400 rupee super chat. You don't get it then, mate. It's not Ilos or Thessia. We all know they are going to be great with you and us. It's all you, mostly, turn these into reality. That's very, very cute, Salash. Thank you for the super chat, mate. I appreciate that. Very generous, buddy. I'm glad you enjoy the videos so much. Salash is on a roll today. Let's see what you were saying, yeah. Posture check, kind of hydration break, please, people. The Ilos-shaped hole is a rectangle. Prefer Thessia to Ilos. The new Royal Adelaide Hospital is a complete mess, but it looks cool. A complete mess? Why is that, Tialet? Is it a pain? Maybe I could do a bunch of ambulances ramping. I'm not sure what that means, Jason. Hi from South Africa. Hello, Philip. Welcome into the live stream, my friend. How are you? Nice to see you. It's a very cool building. Yeah, the Grand Central Terminal works wonders, doesn't it? Very nice downtown asset. Yeah. Just spitting facts, Salash. I went to Adelaide High School, which is across the road from the hospital, basically. I also know the mayor. Do you tell the mayor that I'm building Adelaide? Maybe he'll give the series a shout out at his next speech or something. Maybe he will. Didn't someone once tell the Phoenix mayor that we were building Adelaide? Sorry, not Adelaide, Phoenix in Ilos. I'm pretty sure that happened, didn't it? Can't remember. When's the next Orchid Bay live stream? I'm not sure. I'm trying to think what's happening in Orchid Bay. The next episode is already recorded. I could probably do an Orchid Bay stream next week. I think there's some areas that need to be filled outside of episode builds, I think. I need to check. Maybe next week, yeah. Maybe next week it could be there. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's have a little drink here. Loving the Aussie vehicles as well, driving around. Very nice. Welcome back, Bad Wolf. What have you missed? A lot of IMT around Morinth Square to make it look very cool and Adelaide. And then little bits of street detailing. We did this little park thing over here too with the colourful rings and people walking through this now. Down a set of stairs, which is the best thing ever, isn't it? Oh, look at that stairs, the centralised with the bank. I didn't even realise that. That's so cool. Yes, please. That was a happy accident. That wasn't intended. But yeah. And we also added the cathedral in as well, which has been a very, very welcome addition into the Skyline, I think, hasn't it? Anyway, let's crack on with the IMT, because that was really what I wanted to do today, and we've not even touched a lot of it. So yeah, I wanted to do some stuff over here with fillers and whatnot. So you guys can go straight up. You can be dashed, and we'll try our best to replicate those dashes. It's not too bad, is it? I don't think. Sort of looks like these ones here. Close enough, I think. We'll have these up here, and then we will do some chevrons in here, I imagine. Decorate these up. Over that one. Chevrons, and that's correct, isn't it? They should be pointing like toward the traffic. Can make them a little wider width. Something like that. Maybe a slightly shorter step. There we go. That should do, I think. That should be okay. And then in terms of what's going on here, what do we have happening? Where are you coming from? You come out this way, feeding into the one-way loop. Okay, this is just pretty tasty lines. Nothing overly complicated here compared to what's happening in the middle of the city. Make sure we copy that line style as well. Paste it over here. Delicious. And we will paste that. This one can go into here, and then this one can come up here, but I want to change their rules to just stop here, otherwise it's getting a little too messy in that middle junction. So yeah, that should be okay, I think. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I guess we can just copy this intersection here, can't we, for this one? That should be acceptable. No, because you're driving across my bloody filler. Of course you are. In that case, then actually, no, we can just do traffic manager here. Stay in this lane until you join and then change at a node further down. That should make that appropriate, because there's plenty of nodes them here to change into their lanes, I think. Yeah. Looks perfect. I expect nothing left from you these days. Thank you, Bad Wolf. That's very generous. Apart from the fact I forgot about the Grand Central Terminal building, right? That was pretty embarrassing. I love that you messaged me about that as well. Thank you. Well, Bare Necessities has been a member for 3 months. I have to leave for work, but awesome to get starting to watch Thessia live streams. Thank you so much, Bear. Enjoy your day at work, mate. Appreciate you hanging out on the Thessia streams. Take care, buddy. Have a nice weekend. Afternoon all. Welcome in, Paul. Nice to have you, mate. Cool. That's looking a little nicer now, isn't it? Looking a little better. I guess we should also do the... Oh, what we do need to do, before I forget, is actually change this now over by Sentinel, because we should do the thing here. So actually, can I just... This should be an exact replica, right? No, because it's coming out of a 2-lane, isn't it? Not a 3-lane. No, don't apply that then, because it won't work. What we do want to do here is that text, because this now needs to say the AC one for the Asari carriageway rather than M1, which is fine. Yeah, let's do some highway intersections as well, while we've got them sort of majorly set up around here. And do you want some to... No, we'll keep this as 2-lane. So we'll send these up. Your IMT skills have improved a lot since day one, massively so. It would have been a massively different story without 2C, let me tell you. Like, enormous shout out to Mike in our Discord for the help that he gave me with intersection marking tool when I first started playing. Let's also change this rule here as well. So you stop here. Carry that dash on through the middle. Do we need to change the dashes at all? Maybe touch more space and a slightly shorter dash. Do it. Yeah, but yeah, 2C would have Oh, I'd have still been learning how to use IMT if it wasn't for Mike. He sat with me on Discord VC, teaching me how to use it. Just massively helpful. Okay, and I think again we'll just do some lane stuff here to stop them from shooting right across the highway where they don't need to do. They can just join this lane and then merge off further down if they want. And then I guess we could do more chevrons here, but maybe we'll do some stripes or something. Maybe some like yellow stripes just to say like, you know, don't drive or park across here. Let's go for quite a darker yellow. Bring the opacity down a bit, and then we'll do some cracks in it and with some voids as well, so that paint is starting to crack away a little. Not too much void percentage though. Bring it back down a little bit. And then let's bring that capacity. Yeah, I want it to be relatively worn. Okay, and then I think with this line here, we'll do... Let's change its 2 point from there. Actually, no, opposite way. And then we'll add a new rule here, where it will be... Delete that one. Let's try that again. From there to there, and we'll do that as double dashed. Cool. I hope we have a lot of landscaping tools for detailing in CS2. I think CS2 is not going to be as detailing focused as we all want it to be. I think by now we would have seen something in the trailers. It doesn't look like any of the dev diaries are covering detailing. I think it's going to be not as detail focused as I would like it to be, at least anyway. Yeah. I think it's still quite difficult to judge CS2 until we get to see some proper gameplay opposed to odd clips. Yeah, it's all very tailored at the minute, isn't it? So, yeah, I don't know. It's an odd one, isn't it? It's an odd one. Can't really judge it until I play it, but I mean, I like a lot of the stuff looks cool, but a lot of it I'm a bit concerned about as well, you know. Yeah, we can't copy and paste this here, can we? No, we can't. I'll have to do another one. That's okay though. We can't actually copy it over here though, so we will do. Temporary 3 lanes highway. Hey Carlos, welcome to the stream, mate. Yes, you might be right there actually. Doing a temporary 3 lane. Why is this node so much smoother and shorter? 42 meter stretch, what's the other one? 49? We want to mimic 42 meters everywhere. I think we maybe do actually. It's a little more tame then, isn't it? Do we have a waste processing complex in Thessia? Only the one at the back end of Sentinel is processing pretty much all of the city's garbage at this point. And the nuclear power plant, because I needed power during a build. But that will move. We will move that power plant eventually. Okay. I'm happy with those exit ramps there. They're pretty nice. I'm on board with them. I bet what we can do actually for the on-ramps, yeah, where we go from 2 to 1, is we'll grab Teddy's, because Teddy's has set up exactly the configuration we need, where highway goes from 2 to 1. Stretch these out and we'll go for 42 meters again. So see there, we definitely want to remove that node, because that's going to cause a lot of traffic issues. Yeah, 42 meter stretch, and then we'll just paste Teddy's template because it's already preset perfectly for 2 lanes going into 1. So that's fine. And then we can do that same thing over here again as well. Rotate that around. Again, we'll make sure we're at 42 meter stretch-ins here. Also make sure everyone's squared too. Bring that down a little bit. Cool. Slightly more fancier intersection now, isn't it? I'm enjoying that, I think. Cracks in the road paint, definitely a South Australian Adelaide road. Yeah, isn't it just like the best addition that intersection marking tools had? Being able to have decals built into your paint. It's just so much fun. This is what I mean, like, you know, Cities 2 is going to drop and all this modded functionality is going to be missed so much. I mean that's me assuming that Cities 2 will not have an intersection marking tool. It hasn't been confirmed yet, but of course you never know. Anyway, more intersection marking tool to do. The job never ends. This junction also needs to be reconfigured because it doesn't really make sense at the minute. I guess I should have put that on the other way, shouldn't I? Yeah. Can we change this into... I guess they can still access it from this way. It does sort of make sense. But if we upgraded this into 3-lane, I realise it denies access into the hospital parking from this direction. But they can still come at it from this way. And out from this way as well. I think I'm happy with that, because this is going to help this highway junction flow quite a bit smoother. I think, again, I'm in the ILOS habit, I need to stop surface painting everything up here. Let's leave some green space. We've seen on Google Earth today how much green space there is around Adelaide, so let's have a couple of trees on the junction here. Square off our junction here as well. We'll do some more custom crosswalks around here if we're going to be doing more IMT. Might as well. Yeah, what should we go for then? Let's do up another massive junction. So... Can I square everyone off? You're going to be okay? Please don't cry. There we go. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so let's do some crosswalks again. Are we happy with the double dash lines? I think I really enjoyed them, with like really tiny dashes and a very small space in between them. I really like that for a crosswalk. Maybe Adelaide as well. I think we'll go with them then. I think chat enjoyed them earlier, didn't you guys? I think everyone was mostly on board with it. And over here too. Cool. A little drink here as well. My throat is starting to dry out. With the more in-depth road maintenance mechanics, maybe painting cracks will appear by itself. It could do, EMB. It could do. We'll have to wait and see. World where to AU with another $10 Australian. The Royal Adelaide Hospital is on an intersection of 9th and West Terrace. If you follow 9th Terrace down, it holds the train station, Parliament Casino, Governor's House, Museum, Gallery, Unit and Botanical Garden all there. I think I'm aware of the road. Let me get my positioning here. Is that a Ministry of Defence as well? No, it's a museum. I just saw MOD, but yeah, it's yeah, I see the road you're talking about. It's here, isn't it? This one here, Royal Adelaide, and then the hospital, the university's down here too, and then the Botanic Garden, or Botanical for the old subscribers. Yeah, it's a good road to take inspiration from that. Thank you, Worldwide. I appreciate the Adelaide shout-outs, mate. Everything's very helpful. That winding off ramp is so pleasing to look at. Yeah, it is, isn't it? Very nice little intersection, that one. I'm happy with it. But either way, I have no idea what is happening with this intersection, so let's see where people are flowing. So you guys are going to come straight here, and you're all using this one lane. Okay, so we'll go for that then. And then the other ones... Actually, no, let's do it the opposite way. Let me delete that line. So from here up to here. Cycling isn't extending down there, is it? No, it's not. So we don't really need to worry about the cycle network. Get that one to there. And then, yeah, that one. Let's set up... What one did we use on the main intersection in this one? Oh, I didn't do this one either, you idiot. I need to grab this line style and apply it to these ones. Yeah, there we go. That's right. Yeah, that's what it should look like. I don't think we'll go for the tiny dashes here. I think we'll keep them flowing where they should go. And then this one here is going up to this road. I'm pretty sure everyone that comes down this road is joining this highway road in the middle lane, isn't it? So we'll have that there too. Yeah, everyone's following that curvature pretty much every time, aren't they? That's fine. And then we'll keep this one. That one's going to go into there, isn't it? I'd love to get some fills in here if we could. That'd be really cool. Yeah, it's like that double dash. Glad to hear, Bad Wolf. Glad to hear. The road frame is great. Thank you so much. This one's going to come down to here, isn't it? Don't think this one here is really necessary. I think that's going to start making it too messy. And then these guys here are all moving into that left lane, are they? Looks like they are. Yeah, they pretty much go there every time, don't they? Cool. So it looks like the filler is going to fill probably this space here. So if we did an invisible line from here to here, we'll hold Alt. And I probably need to do one from there to there as well as an invisible line. Actually no, that one shouldn't be invisible, should it? Have to excuse me here, this is a pretty complex intersection to mark up, but we should be okay. I don't want to overdo it, I just want to do some from here to here. I will keep it as dashed as well, it looks a little weird having the solid one there. But yeah, that should allow us to mark up this space here with a filler, I believe. So that one. Although I'd have to remove that turn, wouldn't I? Let's pull traffic manager out here for a second. That means you should only go this way, so you're only the right turn. And then this one here can go across to that junction, which means that line actually needs to change. So you, where are you? This one here. Let's delete that. And then this now comes across as a dashed into the middle. Like that, should be okay. Cool. Oh, World Wide Web with another $5 Australian super chat. Last one, please check out Rundle Street, Rundle Mall. Hadley Street on map Street View. It's one street. All streets in the central business district change after King William Road. I'm pretty sure I've heard about Rundle Mall before. Let's have a little look. We'll go over there together. Is this it? Yeah, the mall's balls. Yes, I've heard about this one. So this is a pedestrian street, isn't it? Yes, the mall's balls, there they are, the famous ones, yeah. I had, for lack of this being, well, for risk of this being taken out of context, Bad Wolf was sending me ball pics in the DMs the other day of this particular thing. So, I'm going to have to find some assets like that on the workshop. Oh, there's even a Woolworths down there as well. The Dawson Square Centre would work nicely here, actually. But yeah, big pedestrian shopping mall street, I think, is definitely a good shout. And because it's like such a big thing in Adelaide too, we should definitely take inspiration from that. Well, again, thank you for the super chat and the shout outs, Worldwide. Legend, mate. Thank you so much. Welcome back, Harry. What does a Lego YouTuber have to do with CS traffic management? A Lego YouTuber? Did I miss that, Ian B? I must have missed that one. We've got someone else to catch me up in the chat. So which route are they taking there? Yeah, we followed that line then. Okay, so let's run the filler from here to here, here, and then it can come around this way. But now no one should drive across that. That's all clean and everyone's lanes are properly set up. And then if we change that to a pavement island, we can probably get a traffic light on there. Maybe some advertising as well. Just leave the game on 3 speed and make sure no one's driving across it. No, they are, aren't they? They are, from that way. Okay, we'll use Traffic Manager to correct that then. Say from here, come across to this lane, if you want to get on the highway. Perfect. Let's also set this lane up as well, because no one's actually using that connection when they can. And then come across to the left there too. Cool. I'm happy with that, I think. And then we'll grab a light of some kind. Probably just regular street light will do here, I think. Something like that. That should be generally okay. There's also the pigs at the bins and the stupid giant pigeon. Giant pigeon? In Adelaide? Is there? Giant pigeon sculpture? Okay. Where is that? Here? Oh yeah, you're right. There is. Oh, where the hell did we go? Oh, there we go. Why is that there? You guys have a giant metal pigeon in your mall? Stop taking me to fucking Nespresso, I don't care. Stream is not sponsored by Nespresso, everyone. I'm trying to get behind the pigeon. Let's try this. So there is just a giant, a giant metal pigeon. Why? What is it with Aussies and them just making giant metal things in and around their towns? That's insane. Yeah. I used to live above a shop on Rundle Mall, grew up mainly around the central business district, even as it does like Adelaide, we don't get much attention, but it's a beautifully designed city. It is, it really is. Like the whole green belt surrounding the city centre is beautiful. I can't wait to build that in cities next week. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, taxpayers' money is going to a good cause. I mean, does Adelaide have a history of pigeon action? Perhaps a historical pigeon race in place or something like that? Is there a reason for it being a pigeon, or is it just like the government was like, fuck it mate, just stick a pigeon there. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hello traffic. Are we going to be backing up? I don't mind it being busy, but I'd rather it not. Gridlock. Because you're trying to come into here, isn't it? I don't mind some cars on the road. It's downtown after all. It's at least moving, isn't it? Can we tell traffic manager that these guys can use more than one of these lanes? Like, come into both here and here. You can go both ways. There we go. That clears it up, doesn't it? Now you're all using the wrong bloody one. Oh, give us Cities 2 traffic AI, right? Give me it now. There you go. You can use both lanes now to get across. There we go. It's cleared it up, hasn't it? So now they're using both of those lanes to take the right turn, and they can go straight on as well if they need to. There we go. That fixed it. I think everyone's alright now, right? Cool. There are lots of pigeons in the mall, really dodgy ones. Yeah. I mean, there's loads of pigeons in my town centre as well, but they didn't build a statue of them. Okay, let's continue the intersection marking tools up this way. This is not a turn that needs to exist. Let's do dedicated turning lanes, and then we'll say no thank you to the right turn here. That doesn't need to go. They can just flow off into this way here. And again, we'll just do some basic IMT. It'd be really fun here if we could actually start the bike filler from this point, and then just set that to be cycling filler. Can I drag you into the corner? Oh, you do go on the pavement a little bit, that's annoying. Well, there is something we can do to fix that actually. We just need to draw a line here first. Do that as solid. Do this one as solid again. And that should keep the filler from going on the pavement. Let me move this one back over. There we go. I can move this one up a little bit too. Yes, I'm happy with that, I think. I'm happy with that. The cycling lane does continue down here, doesn't it? We could actually upgrade that into three-lane cycle road, you know? It would mess up the IMT we've just done, but it would work. We'll have a look at that in a second. Right, let's do these. Again, we'll match them to the dashes of our wider roads, so we want a bit more bigger space in here. Slightly shorter dash as well, I think. Pretty happy with that. Got 259 of you here as well, guys. Thank you for hanging out on our Thessia live streams. I hope you are enjoying them so far. And then I'll paste that one. And this one too can be pasted. Cool. And again, we could continue the vein of doing custom crosswalks, which I've got to be careful with here because this could go on indefinitely. This could just be custom crosswalks, the live stream. Let's copy them from here again. We'll try to keep that same style. Paste them in. Interested to know actually how many of you use IMT in your cities. Because I know not everyone's massively comfortable with the mod, because it is definitely one of the more, I guess you could say, intimidating ones, isn't it? The intersection marking tool. It's not the easiest thing to use, but I'd be interested to know how many of you use it. I mean, like, use it pretty much on every intersection you're doing. Because I certainly don't use it like that. I'd be interested to know though just how many of you are using it. So this can carry straight on. Again, I'll just copy that line style. Stick it on this one too. Let's have it on this one. Paste that, and then you are. Do we need to do dedicated turn lanes here? I mean, there's not even that many people using this road. It's pretty quiet. Oh no, this is one way, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So there is no need for a left turn there, is there? Yeah, that can just come straight down. You also need to come across here too. Come into that one. That will cut the cycle lane off at that point. That can come into the middle. And that can go off to the edge. Did that as well. Again, we could do... Well, we could do a really nice filler there, actually. The road would allow for that because it's flowing into a one-way road. And there's no right turn allowed here, so we could fill this with... potentially pavement. Or like a grass filler. Might look really cool. And I want these kind of chunky intersections here to be quite like well designed. How about a gravel island? See, that kind of extends the texture of the road median there, doesn't it? We can change the texture of the sand as well. We had it like that, and those are live oaks, aren't they? So we're going to have to move it for this because I've got the road upgrade function on. But we could essentially just repeat the filler coming out here. How do we feel about that? Is that cool? Makes those roadways look a little more fancier, doesn't it? As it merges down into two lanes. Having that filler across. I think I'll keep that. I think I like that one, you know. Yeah. Let's see what you all said about IMT. I need to get my IMT skills up. The actual level of detail is wonderful. It is baked, isn't it? But once you get comfortable with it and you can sort of look at an intersection and figure out how it should be marked. I mean, Google Earth is an enormous help. Like for the ones we did in Adelaide. Egglade, sorry. But, yeah, it's, oh yeah, they are quite low to the ground, those, aren't they? Should we change the tree? Yeah, I see you counting them up there. They're a little big, aren't they? Teddy told me actually that there's a good amount of pines in this part of Australia, so maybe we should switch to a pine tree. I think pine is a little more refined, isn't it, if you'll enjoy the rhyme. Something like that. Allows the intersection to breathe a little bit more, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, yes, I was reading your INT comment, wasn't I? What's up with the police? Chill out, man. So loud. God's go. Got to go. No worries. Scatman Pro. See you later, buddy. Thank you for hanging out. I try but get lazy with it. I think it's quite easy. Because if you're going to do it once, you've got to kind of do it everywhere. I would use IMT, but I don't want to subject my PC to more resource-heavy mods. Is IMT a resource-heavy one? I can't imagine it is. I appreciate those that use it, I love the look, but too tedious for me. That's how I feel sometimes, Michael. I feel like if you're going to use it, you have to use it everywhere, don't you? When I play vanilla on PS4, unlucky Eric. Yeah, builders IRL don't use IMT when they built my city. I don't use it in every intersection I should. I'm using it more and more as I see creators like you make crazy things with it. There is some really cool things you can do with the intersection marking tool. If you haven't seen Teddy Radko, again, sorry to plug Teddy after his bridge, but he made like a fully designed tram stop just using IMT's prop function. Insane. You can do some nuts things with it. Really cool. Yeah. Who's playing Cities while watching Egg? Me, Rach. Me as well, I guess. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go. It's been a big day and I'm dozing off. Someone make sure Egg remembers to put me and Hubs on top of the tallest building in the CBD. Oh god, yeah, you're right, T. Do I have sim props? Oh, I've got Mitch. Do you want to be married to Mitch? Do I have a woman? I don't have a woman prop. It'll have to be next live stream to add it because I need sim props. People, I can do you as a penguin. I can do Mitch and a penguin on top of the tallest building. There's not much lore to it though, is there? Yeah. Cool. Okay. Can we put some trees in the concrete by the car park? You mean these spaces here? Yeah, absolutely. Let's get a planter for them. I need to use some of these planters, these granite ones that I downloaded and literally never use. One of those? What tree? What tree should we use? I think we should get some colour in. There's a lot of grey and green around here. A little jacaranda. Is that okay? I think I like that. Yeah, we'll go with that. Get some colour in. Let's get trees as well. And we'll have 1 and 2. Is that okay, Jeff? I hope so. Egg, you always say that Campus is one of your favourite DLCs out of the 3 types. What's your favourite type in terms of looks? Probably tech school. But for unique buildings, I think the university stuff is the best. The School of Medicine is like a really nice asset. Oh, I don't know, that's a good question, Harry. I think liberal arts is my least favourite, because it's quite distinctive. Yeah, I'd probably say tech school. They're quite chunky and modern. Yeah, probably tech school is my favourite, I think. It's not even called tech school, is it? Trade school, there you go. That's another botanical garden. I've been calling it tech school for years, and it's not called that. Or trade school. I just never get it right. Anyway, let's mark up our intersection boys here. We'll paste our lines across, like so. Paste those, and I guess we should do the filler here for the cycle lanes. Let's go for cycle filler. Fabulous. And then we'll bring this across to that one where he's going. We'll paste that line style, but we'll change the rule to say only to here, please. And then this one, they would take a turn out of this way, but the AI isn't using that route at all because they can carry on this direction if that's the way they want to go. With that in mind, I could actually make these both turn onto this road. I say that as he literally uses it. Ignore me, never mind. Never mind. They are actually using it. So, again, we'll just change the rule here. Say just flow to that point there. And we need to copy the line style to that line there too. Wonderful. Fabulous. We could actually do another really cool filler there too if we wanted to. I think we're going to do that, because this is quite a big, important road, isn't it? So it'd be fun to have it all marked up. Yeah, so from here to here, it would flow. And then let's grab that filler from this one, so we've got it configured the same all the way down the road. And then this will become pasted in there. And then, oh no, I need you to stop. For that, I'd have to draw in another invisible line there, wouldn't I? Oh no, that's actually wrong. They need to move before that one. I'd have to draw that line there, wouldn't I? Will it still let me do a filler when it's... Yeah, it will, it will. So, paste that in. Yeah, essentially the line to come out from like this one to here. So I could mark the filler out. I mean, they're using that one appropriately, I guess. Paste that in. Yeah, the cards come down this way now to make sure they're not driving over it. Is this mods? Yes, this is the intersection marking tool. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I see today's bridge video. It's totally crazy what they do the IMT and move it. I know, right? Crazy bunch of comfortable with those mods, what they do. No, how powerful the network multi-tool is as well, right? For setting parallel modes and having things on top of stuff. We go up at Teddy's bridge for a bit. Always happy to do that. Can we see the cathedral in the skyline now? Where is it? There, isn't it? Yeah, just about. You can see the spires. You can see the spires in there, can't you? It's very, very subtle though. You can't really tell it's there. Cool. So I think what we might do, although I think I'll do this on an episode though, because I don't want to change this much of the downtown without it happening in an episode, is to respect that mall that we saw. Is to maybe turn this street here into that mall and have the tram flowing down it on a pedestrian road. So essentially pedestrianise this entire street. Once I find some assets on the workshop to replicate the mall's balls, we'll put them down this road. And then have the tram flow through Thessia's or Eggerlade's pedestrian mall. Right, cool. Look at all the people cycling here. Look at that. Look at that, everyone. Yes, please. That's so good. All the people at the transport hub. So busy. Look at all those walking points. We'll have a little hydration break here, actually. And we'll enjoy the sheer number of ants absolutely spilling out of the transport hub. I can't wait to do this build. The transport hub and stadium will be its own episode. Probably after the green belt we'll do that one, I think. Either way, let's put a little bit of night time on. And we'll have a posture check and a hydration break, please, everyone. And enjoy this perspective of the Eggerlade skyline. We'll have a catch up on the live chat as well. Oh, I need to make sure we've got a live chat on as well, don't we? There we go. Did I miss Superchat? Don't think I did I? No, I didn't. We're good. We're good. Cool. But yeah, thank you for all 236 of you hanging out on a Saturday for some Thessia streaming. I hope you've enjoyed the first one so far. Let's have a catch up on the chat. Yes, good night to you, Addict. Yes, I don't think I said good night today. I have to say goodbye. Yes, thank you very much. If we're hanging out on the stream, put some benches under the trees. We can do Black Hawk here. We'll put some benches there. Can we also add curbs to the IMT Gravel Island? I think we can, DK. Yeah, that's a good shout actually. I think we can. Liberal arts is a bit niche. I do agree. But then I say that, and then it was perfect for Tucson University, wasn't it? In Ilos. Trade school stuff is more versatile. It is, Michael. You're right. Yeah, it is. You can get away with the trade school stuff being general sort of assets around the downtown without them looking like they're associated with the university. You definitely can't with the university stuff. That looks like very old school, almost government type buildings. And we'll probably do a lot of the university assets actually around the Canberra inspired area. Yeah, that'd be quite fun there. Have you had any early access to Cities Skylines 2? I have not. No, I have not played Cities 2. Not yet. Maybe soon, hopefully. We'll wait and see. But no, I haven't played it yet. No. I think they are avoiding him because they've devastated lack of detailing. The reason I wanted to ask the dorms by the highway, but I can't decide between the university and tech school. I'll probably go tech school dorms, Harry. Yeah, we'll go with the tech ones, like the ones we had in Palavan and Orchid Bay as well, actually. Yeah. The mole's balls are on the workshop. Are they really? Will someone put it in the Discord? Oh, no way, so they are as well. Look at this, everyone. The mole's balls are on the workshop. No way. Who's made these? Turbo Cobra. Well, that's perfect, isn't it? That's amazing. What a legend. Perfect. Oh. You okay, Steam? What's up? Steam just absolutely lost its mind. Let's try that again. Hold on. Yeah, look at that. Perfect. Amazing. Thank you so much, Wolf. We will use those in the more build. Fantastic. Really good. I appreciate that. Let's keep reading. Would King Leno's malls not work? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we get King Leno's more stuff down there. Of course it would. Be good enough. Lots of ants isn't the bait. Can you imagine when we get this transport hub developed and we've got trams and buses and trains all meeting here, plus with a stadium nearby? Like, when it's all designed and detailed as a transport hub and not just a T-junction. This is going to be like possibly top 3 OE transport hubs, I think, when this is developed. It's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, seeing a swarm of people makes me happy, doesn't it? Seeing them all walking. And the ones that aren't walking are pretty much taking the bus as well. Look how busy that is down there. And that's crazy. All that walkability, look at that. Look how many of them are cycling as well. I don't think I've ever had so many cyclists, actually. That's a nut. Look at them all go. Where are they going? Yeah, there they go. They're all heading into the city. They're not staying in the cycle lane at all. They're very irresponsible, bad cyclists, but... Yeah, look at them all going down into the CBD. Staying on the cycle lanes, are you boys? Watch them cross over. Absolutely delicious. I mean, they could have just come down the bus road. that would have been a lot quicker for them, but whatever. Yeah. It's alright, isn't it? It's alright. Yes, thank you, Scope and Bad Wolf, for shouting out the Mole's balls on the workshop. We'll definitely have them in. Do they have bicycles in City Skylines too? I believe Colossal Order have confirmed that bicycles are not part of the base game. I think that's true. Don't take it as gospel, but I'm pretty sure someone asked them in a tweet, or an X, I should say now, and they said no. Yeah. I prefer this downtown to the York Bay downtown, honestly. I quite like it. Glad to hear that, Polar. Glad to hear that. Cool. Right, where were we? We were sorting out the markings over here, weren't we? Yeah, someone said adding curbs to our little dirt fillers here would be more than welcome, and I absolutely agree with that. So let's grab these fillers and let's go for... See if we can match it to the median road. 0.3 meters seems pretty sensible, doesn't it? I think we'll have a bit of that. That's pretty tasty. Cool. No, I can't copy that over, can I? Because it's not one way. They can't actually turn here. But that should be okay though. We'll do this one here. And then we'll bring in those custom crosswalks again. Apologies for those that aren't a massive lover of IMT. Today's episode, or today's stream, has been extremely IMT heavy. Which isn't something we usually do, but I don't know. Feeling much more comfortable with the mod these days. I feel like it's nice to have downtown Eggerlade and downtown Cambereg. Is that what we're going to call it? I've no idea. Probably not that. But at least have them, most of the main intersections marked up, I think. I think it'd be appropriate for our final ever modded CS1 build, won't it? I'll have that one as solid. And then these all dashed. And you here, again, we should probably do dedicated turning lanes here. And we'll have a little bit of that. And then these guys are going to come off into this one, I imagine. That's probably what's going to happen there, I think. I need to see someone take it, really. Well, it's not a massively busy road. So what it might do actually is just throw the Dawson Square Centre back down here, because I want to attract a few more people to this street. Just so we can see people coming down this road. It was the Hearts of Korea asset, wasn't it? This would work here actually, wouldn't it? Can I get this into the greenbelt design? No. No, not there. It looks way too just lobbed on. We'll find a way to use that asset, I do like it, but we'll stick the Dawson Square Centre down here. One that we removed from the inner city. Yeah. This is amazing, Egg. Thank you, Fireplace. I'm glad you're enjoying it, mate. Appreciate the kind words. Thank you very much. You guys are very kind, like seriously one of like the kindest communities ever. You're all very wholesome and very supportive of everything we do. For the most part, there are some builds that piss some of you off, which is fair enough. Right, can't win everyone, but 99 out of 100 times, you're all incredibly supportive and just wonderful little people. I do appreciate you all. This is in sections up. Cool. We don't need to do the fillers here because people are going left and right in every direction, but at least it's somewhat marked up. I guess we could also do the same here as well, actually, with that that dash, couldn't we? Just have it come across into here. Place that in, and it's going to meet mirrored perfectly in the middle. There's definitely opportunities for fillers around there, but again, don't want to oversell it. I think there's some nicely marked in sections at the foot of the building is going to be alright, isn't it? Cool. Happy with that. Oh, that's so satisfying, isn't it? I love seeing a nice tastefully marked intersection just flow. Yes, please. Okay. Benches under these as well, didn't we? Someone said. Let's do that while we're here. Let's get a bench. And let's do some liberal arts benches. Have them here. And that'll do a job, won't it? No, let's not do that, please. 1 and 2. There we go, that's all I need. And we'll stick them under each one. Fabulous. Like, look how nice Thessia's streets are looking now. Like, really cute. Really loving the way this is coming together. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm hoping bikes do come there. I think they're obviously going to add it at some point. If it's... I imagine they might probably do it as a free update, you know? Because I think it's pissed quite a lot of people off, the fact that cycling hasn't been carried over. So, I can definitely see maybe it being added as a free update at some point. That's not any sort of insider information, please don't take it as such, but I imagine it probably comes as an update like that. That cycling isn't there. Okay, pretty happy with this main street now. It's been developed quite nicely. Enjoying these. Oh, we need to do the curb here, don't we? Let's do that as well. What's with the median? Oh, that one there. Okay. We don't need the median. Yeah. That was a great idea, whoever suggested the curb size there, by the way, for those fillers. That really makes a difference, doesn't it? Really nice, having that just flow out like that. Yes, please. Very cool. We've got a pretty nasty terrain layer here, haven't we? What's happening with the terrain at this point? I feel like I want to amend this a little bit. Can we set this oppression office to the same height as the road? How much does that mess you up? Same height as that one there? Yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it? Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll surface paint up the back of this as well. Actually, can we remove the surface painter? I think I'll probably do some trees here, actually. There's lots of little inconsistencies like this knocking around that we need to tidy up. Let's unpaint the texture. And then we'll sort of reconfigure with the brush. So it's nice and square. Where are we taking that up to? Basically the edge of the building is where we're happy. Yeah, right there. That's going to annoy me. There we go, that's immediately fixed, never mind. Cool. Oh, Baked has been a member for 6 months. We appreciate your work. Thank you so much, Baked. It's been nice of you to say, mate. Appreciate the 6-month membership. Thank you, buddy. And we love you as well, Jude. Thank you for the very, very kind words, guys. I appreciate you. Let's get a fancier tree out here, maybe. A juniper. I feel like a juniper is an oppressive tree, I guess. Just have a little row of them down the street here at the back of the building. That's pretty nice, isn't it? Where are these hedges coming from? What's that off? Oh, broadcast building. Okay. Do we want to bob them, actually? I don't know. I'm not walking through them, I guess. Yeah, I think we'll leave the hedge there. Okay, that's not too bad. Some big trees around the oppression office. That's what I'm thinking, Jeff. Yeah, I'm thinking we're going to unsurface paint this here and turn it into sort of another... Oh, I didn't finish detailing this either, did I? I need to do that as well. Sorry, very distracted. Very distracted today. There's a lot to do. There is a lot to do. So we'll carry on that brush texture to run that way. I reckon we can also get a pavement pathway through here as well. But then that concrete space becomes walkable. And then, as Jeff said, some fat trees here would go down well, I think. Get some chungus numbers in. Right, one of those. And one of those. Maybe a medium tree. Maybe a blue gum is always welcome, isn't it? The oppression office is such an underrated asset in Harry's opinion. It is, mate, yeah. When you need like an older style building, oppression office is top tier. But it's great, isn't it? That view across the plaza there. So good. So many people walking as well. Need to decorate my transport stops too. We're not even remotely done with this square, everyone. A lot to do. There's a lot to do. Are you doing anything more Melbourne based? Yes, we will, Fletty. We will do. So imagine a lot of the waterfront here. I mentioned it earlier. A lot of this waterfront will become Melbourne inspired, I imagine. As we build up here. Yeah. Brian Pickle with a $1.99 US super chat. Thanks for the endless hours of entertainment. No worries, Brian Pickle. You're very, very welcome. Thank you for watching the endless hours of entertainment. Glad you enjoy it. Thank you for the super chat as well, lovely. Appreciate a donation. Give us a fountain, please. You want a fountain, Harry? Did I want to mirror? Did I want to mirror these? What was their measurement? 6 units. It's not equidistant though. That's 5. That's 5. Do we want that mirrored? I guess it would be cool, wouldn't it? It'd allow more people to cross into the central square. Yeah, I think we will mirror it. I think we will. Let's go for the columnar trees again. And we'll repeat the same intersection marking tool. Discrepancies that have been brought through here as well. Let's just copy that entire intersection, stick it on here. And paste. And yes, please. Okay. Hey everyone. Hi Ike, how are you? I'm good. Shikin, how are you? Welcome to the stream, my friend. Love me. Yes, that's okay. I think, do I want to maybe send this node to that height? Oh, if that really increases the height here though. I think maybe down a little bit. Something like that. Should be good. And then I think we'll probably just mimic the fountain patterns down this end. So we've got a little bit of node controller unhappiness here. There we go. Cool. And then these need to be removed, and we'll copy the INT from down there in a second. Did I not draw my lines across here? Or why didn't I do that? There we go. I feel like some of those lines have been lost, maybe. Is that because we changed the junction? It shouldn't have changed these, though. Or did I just not finish this area? Did I just not? I probably just didn't finish it, did I? What a clown. Ignore me, everyone. No, that's not what I want here, sorry. I want the very close dashes here. Becomes increasingly more complicated to manage all these lines as you do more and more of them. Yeah, no markings either. Did I not finish this one? I mustn't have done. There's like the crosswalks missing and stuff. I feel like I've maybe deleted something I did. There we go. That's right, isn't it? That's what I wanted. Apart from the cycle lane isn't done either. What are you doing, Egg? Let's switch on. Over here, have this as cycling filler. And then same here as well. Special. Cool. And then we can just grab these marked intersections over here. Copy the whole things and then stick them on these and we should be home and dry. Fantastic. Cool. So again, I need to use the concrete brush to tie these areas up, and then we can give Harry his fountains. Which again, I think we'll grab our props down at the bottom. And give them a little 180 as they occupy a similar space over this way. It would be nice to maybe have a university fountain here, but we've not got the space for it. I feel like in hindsight now I've actually developed Morinth Square. Probably could have done with making it a little bit wider. But, I don't know, I guess down on the street the scale is pretty accurate, I suppose. I feel like I could have done with more space here for detailing, but whatever, there's still loads more. Yeah. Give me all the mod links. There's a mod list in the description below, I think, is there? No, if you go to the episode, so I'll just do it. We don't have a mod here that can post the link, do we? Hold on. I need to add these to the Thessia live stream descriptions as well. There's the mod list. There we go. Grab it. Put it in live chat. Mod list. There we go. Let me add that to the description as well. So it's there for next time. Yeah, the mod list is in the live chat and now in the description as well. If you refresh the stream, you'll get the mod list there. Cool. What about a statue of Lady Morinth? I'd have to get someone to make one. I highly doubt that's on the workshop. But we can certainly have a look. Yes, hello Rachel, welcome into the stream. Nice to have our Aussie mod in. Welcome in. How are you, Rich? We were talking about you earlier, actually. Ian B was saying that you drink. What was it, Ian B? I'll let Ian B repeat it. I don't want to misquote him. But pretty sure he said like you drink the tears of your enemies. I was like, yeah. We don't fuck with Rach. Rach is the hardcore one. But welcome in, Rach. It's nice to see you. Nice to see you. Hope you're okay. Yes, I want to do some stuff over here as well. I'm in little bike racks. Let's have some fun with these. Let's scroll through our new downtown props. What animals do Australians get in the inner cities? Would a pelican be knocking about? We've got a drop bear as well, of course. We've got a gator. Obviously a gator wouldn't be here. Oh, Rach, we've got some roos as well, so we can make a coven like your mum and dad's garden. Where the roos are. I guess you might get a snake here right by the tree. Get a snake. Definitely not a white tiger. Anyway, it's just beside the point. Okay, let's have a little drinking fountain here. I've also got a little Jesus statue as well, so while we're near the cathedral, I think we'll have a little bit of Jesus spice in here as well. With some advertising boards of a vampire musical. Sounds quite fun, doesn't it? Maybe some advertising near where people are parking their bikes. That seems like a pretty premium spot, doesn't it? Got some more Chris Hemsworth advertising here as well, right? The king of the Aussie people. And a subway as well. Yeah, it is a subway, isn't it? Okay, we've got some benches in here as well, I think. Let's have some benches around Jesus. I imagine praising him is a pretty strenuous exercise, so some places for people to sit and recuperate. And we'll have one at the back as well. We'll leave the front open so people can get close to Jesus if need be. And I wouldn't mind a few of these little circular benches knocking around here too. Let's get a food stand here as well. From plazas is probably the best option, isn't it? We should get a thunderbox in here as well, shouldn't we, of course? Right, that would be... Of all the places to have the thunderbox, it's downtown Thessia, isn't it? And maybe the ice cream stand. Over this way. A little bit big, isn't it? Maybe one of the Park Life ones instead, actually, would be better. One of the little hot dog vans, wherever they've gone. This one. Yeah, something like that. It's a little downtown plaza. A bin chicken? What is a bin chicken? Guys, you guys can't throw Aussie lingo at me. You have to tell me what actual animal it is. I don't know what a bin chicken is. Egg, you have a TikTok? I do have a TikTok, Jeff, but I never ever upload to it, so don't follow me there. I created a TikTok when TikTok first came around, and I realised I absolutely hate it, so then I never went back on it. So yeah, don't bother following me on TikTok, you won't ever get any content there. Okay. Bin chicken, kind of proving my point there. Yeah, a little bit. Kangaroos in a block, Jesus spice. Spice comes in many flavours, it does. Jesus and Hemsworth. Yes, please. You get doves and pigeons too. Okay. Well, we'll get an Aussie animal in then. Is that a bin chicken? That's a vulture. That's definitely not a bin chicken, is it? Is that a peacock? A bin chicken is an ibis? Right. What does an ibis look like? Do I have one of those here? They're not named, unfortunately. That sort of looks like one, doesn't it? Is that a bin chicken? Kind of looks like a heron as well. Alright, we're going to go with that then. We're going to pretend that this is a bin chicken. Let's first of all give it a bin. We'll get kind of like an inner city bin down. This one looks pretty inner city, doesn't it? We'll have this in the middle here. And then we can have the bin chicken. I'm guessing they're called bin chickens because they pick stuff out the bin, is that right? They hang around the bins in the cities, is that okay? Is that an appropriate Aussie build? We've got Chris Hemsworth, Jesus, and a bin chicken. This is about as Aussie as it gets, isn't it? I think I'm happy with that. Well, it needs to be signed off by the Aussies first. I reckon if you search bin chicken, it would come up. I doubt it will. We'll search for bin chicken. Yeah, it doesn't come up. Ibis. There we go. It's got to be a wheelie bin, the green one. Would there be a wheelie bin in the city centre there? Yeah, I feel like this would be a bit random here. We'll just go with that one. We'll do more bin chicken covers elsewhere. Let's get Mitch down here as well. We'll put Mitch in. He's like fucking bin chickens, mate. Yeah. So Mitch can be watching. Mitch looks a bit crippled, doesn't he? It's like the way he's holding himself. He does not look at all comfortable. Cool. Spot on. Happy days. We're sorted now. In Google, you meant? Okay, Rach, I'm sorry. Yes, in Google, of course. Yeah. Of course. In Google, not find it. My apologies. My apologies. Let's get another bench here as well next to the fountain. Got these little water fountain props off the workshop. How cute are they, right? I'll have a couple of these next to the water fountain. Cool. Sorted. That's a nice little plaza, that, isn't it? The Jesus, Mitch, and Bin Chicken plaza, which is not what I thought I would say. Cool. Sorted. That was alright, wasn't it? Right, we've got one more little... No, there's a bit over here as well, isn't there? Got some more little concrete spaces that need stuff putting in them, so we'll finish these off. Have a little drink as well. Bin chicken covens needs to be a thing, absolutely. Yeah, we can do bin chicken covens if you guys want. That's fine. No problem at all. Well, let's do our transport stops actually. So I think we'll use plazas pergolas here. Can I bob these roads? I don't know. We might bob them. Let's detail them first, and then we'll decide if those stops are getting in the way. Because we'll just get rid of them with Bob if that's the case. The bin chickens making them comfortable? It could be, yeah. Are your water fountains a bit high? I guess it depends who's drinking out of them, really, doesn't it? I guess it depends. They could very well be, though, Harry. Right, let's have a little pergola here. And can we just double these up? Because these, like, fuse really nicely, these plazas, pergolas. And then, how about if we have two of them together? And then if we were to have that wider gap... Oh no, don't do that. This is going to be a pain in the ass. I need to just grab props. There we go. And then position them so my bus stop is kind of framed within the middle of them. Something like that, I think. Sort of what I'm after. Is there metro in this city? There's elevated metro, yeah. There's two metro lines that flow under the Sydney Bridge. There you go, there's a metro right now. But no underground metro yet. There will be, but it's not flowing at the minute. It's only been prepared with this one building from the Japanese railroad pack. This is the only metro station in the downtown at the minute. Okay. That's not too bad. Let's set them to the same height, and then can we reset this? Yeah, I want the same colour, okay. And then we'll find a nice Aussie bench. This one's pretty Aussie looking, isn't it? Let's go for that one. No, let's go for this one. We never used this one. So we'll have that there. Let's just use a mix and match. If we have these ones on the ends, we can almost make it look like it's the end of the design. So we'll have two little benches here as well. And then essentially just mirror that on the opposite end. So we'd have this flower on the end. And then we can have those smaller ones in the middle again. And hopefully that just flashes out our public transport stops a little bit more, rather than just being the little bus stops here. And Chris Hemsworth staring at me in the background. This is never gonna not be funny, is it? We'll have to see if we can get a Chris Hemsworth prop from somewhere. There's got to be one of those on the workshop, hasn't there? And then we'll just copy that design and then stick it over the stop on this side. Cool. And they're all floating. Of course they are. Let's set them to the same height as these over here, I think. Oh no, do you not like that? Do you want to be the same height as the segment? Will that help you out a bit? There we go, that's better. Fabulous. What an interesting start to my morning, besides why I got up early to catch some, yeah. Yeah, I wasn't expecting bin chicken covens today, of all things. But yeah. My eyes are itching a little bit. Give me a second, everyone. Have a hydration break while I scratch my eyes. Oh, I need to posture check as well. I'm like leaning way too close into the screen. Oh, goodness me. Cool, I think that's all I want to do then with the bus stops. I think I'm pretty happy with those. Nothing overly dumb. I wouldn't mind actually a little couple of park assets in here to function as ticket office maybe. Park info booth would be good, I think. If we just adjust that gum tree to not be inside it. I'll take the same height as the store, so it functions almost like a ticket office. Maybe we can get like an all-day pass for the bus there. Information centre. Works quite nicely against the tram line, I think, doesn't it? I think we'll have that in. Yeah. Rather than a giant pigeon, we need a giant bin chicken statue. That's definitely a commission. There's not going to be a bin chicken statue on the workshop. I mean, like, I'm getting Sully to make assets for me, so I can certainly ask Sully if he'd do that. I'm sure he would mind, but I'll pay him off. I'll be like, I don't care what it takes, Sully. I'll pay you whatever you want. Just get me a giant bin chicken made for cities. The awkward thing is as well, when I had Mitch commissioned, I had to explain to Sully who Jerry was and what he's been through in order to have Mitch made. That was a very tough story to tell to someone who has no concept of the Ilos Goblins, let me tell you. He's like, what's it for? And I'm like, how much time do you have? This is quite a long story. But good in the end, Mitch is here now. Cool, I think we'll just go for some classic tree detail along here. I want to try avoid concreting up things as much as I can. I think you can go for a little hedge lining here actually. I enjoyed those little hedges we put down earlier. These ones. Can we grab these on a little 2 meter fill again please? And as long as we're not going to encroach upon the pavement. Might need to move those gum trees over a little actually. Something like that. And then we'll grab them 1, 2, 3 and 4. Just come over into this bit of tiny bit. And we'll tidy up that very tiny bit of concrete there because it will annoy me. That should have been a podcast episode, yeah. What are they for? It's like, well, if you want to know, you've got to come on my podcast. A long story. Made me feel incredibly stupid explaining that law to someone that wasn't involved in it as it was made. Okay, so how much surface painter do we have here? Near these. Okay, a little bit. We can brush this off again. And then turn it into walkable space with a pedestrian pathway. Have that go up there, and then we'll just have... Should we go for a palm? There's not many palms here. Do you get many palms in Adelaide? It doesn't seem a particularly tropical part of Australia. But I love a palm, so... If I can use them without breaking the law, then I think I will. Let's have something like that there. That's alright, isn't it, I think? Not too bad. Nice little palm outside the city's 2 shop. Cool. Oh, Michael with a $20 super chat starting a GoFundMe for the giant bin chicken. Giant bin chicken statue. Thank you so much, Michael. I appreciate the donation, mate. And yes, it will go towards getting a bin chicken made. Yeah, okay, so maybe we can do the bin chicken down the mall then. Maybe we can do that. That sounds like it'd be quite a lot of fun around it. You think? We hope anyway. Actually, maybe this road would be better pedestrianised because this one runs right past the university building, which would look weird in a pedestrian mall, I think. But maybe it's this one that should be... Oh, that's where the oppression office is there. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when we come to build it in the episode, I think. We've got some space here outside of the International Trade Building, I believe this is. How much are you surface painted? Thank you for the donation as well, Michael, by the way. Don't have to thank you, mate. Appreciate it. It's very generous. And then Bake Ziti with a $10 super chat for the bin chicken statue. Thank you so much, mate. Really appreciate you guys donating for the bin chicken. I'm speaking to Sully about having some asaris made, or some asari coverings that might knock around in the city. So I will ask him about a bin chicken statue as well at some point. I think we'll do that. We'll break the concrete pattern and then we'll get some brighter looking flowers. Let's go for... I feel like I'm missing some smaller, more colourful flowery numbers. The Thessia's tree collection. Let's get a bit of grass down. I'll have to use move it to get that one because it's trying to upgrade the road with it. There we go. Regular bush. Some smaller shrubbery bits around it too. I'll make a bit more of a personalised garden here rather than copying and pasting it from anywhere else. And then we will have Traveller's Palm. We don't really use these that much. And then if we get a curb or something, we should have a curb actually. The ones that we're using for the stair props. What are these called? Pillars? Lines? What are they? Stone steps, they're called. So let's see if we can grab those if we find it. We should be able to. Yeah, there's a couple of them. Although they're very shallow though. What's wrong with them? Why are they snapping off not very well? There we go, that's more of what I'm after. Let's place one of these in. Can we bring it up a little bit? Something like that. And then just use them to create essentially a little boundary around this sort of landscape garden outside the trade centre. I think that should be pretty welcome. We'll adjust that but you're not going to play sensibly with the you will snap. It will create a stepped incline, I guess, but I'm playing with awkward terrain here, so I don't really have a choice. Let's have this one come out to... Yep. And then that's the one to go down to the same height as the ones next door. So that one. This is very tedious, apologies everyone. Tree Road, oh hello E6, welcome in buddy, how are you? Welcome in, and Governor as well, the two legends turning up. We were talking about you two earlier. Welcome in. We were doing the cathedral, Eggsy, the cathedral's in. You gonna snap up to my height please? There we go. And then have this one here. And then next one. Going this way. And then, oh look at that, the trade burn. The trade burn is burning down. As soon as we come to detail it. Of course it is. gonna burn all my fucking flowers as well, isn't it? I just put down. Pain in the ass. Right. It'll be worth it once it's in, I promise. As all my detailing is burnt to cinders. Wonderful news. Yeah, I'll show Eggsy the cathedral in a second. I'm sure I'll be happy with that. Cool. And then we'll get a concrete brush. And then just clip it up to where a little bit of that dirt is exposed. So we'll just grab all of our props here. All come down to the height of this one, please. Need one more as well there to complete the pattern, don't we? Have that one go there. And then we'll move this one back across a little bit to complete the cross. Cool, so that would have looked really cute if all my flowers had just fucking burned away. Yeah. That little curved lip as you're walking around the plaza is not too bad, is it? Hides the awkwardness in the terrain a little bit too. Yeah, let's show Eggsy the everyone. Hey, Wrestling with Paul as well. Welcome to the stream, mate. Welcome in, mate. Yes, mate. There you go. There's a cathedral now in downtown Thessia, taken directly from the one in Adelaide, which we will show him as well, because I remember he was vigorously called out. I think it was during an Oridon live stream, wasn't it, for suggesting the cathedral, and you were ridiculed for it, Eggsy. But here, right, so we have the cathedral right in the city centre. We'll even get the street view for you as well. Yep, there you go. You got your bollards right in the middle. Old cathedral next to modern glass towers, etc. There it is. No, it's in Thessia as well, so everyone's happy. And it works too, it does. It's scary how well it works actually, isn't it? It is. Okay, this downtown square has really come to life today, hasn't it? Let's stick in. Actually, yeah, we'll show Eggsy and the governor as well how far their map has changed today. We'll show them some of the IMT that they've missed. Let's just stick a traveller's palm here, or a royal palm, sorry. That'll be fine. Yeah, we've done some really wonderful IMT around our intersections, taking this way from Adelaide. I'm very proud of this, so I will show this off to everyone new that joins the live stream today. Waiting for 2C to see this as well. Really want 2C's approval on that. I was like, why is intersection senpai? And then we've got some fun things happening over here with bus lanes coming out, cycle lanes and stuff. Match up this one over here as well, which is looking pretty cute. Also, this stuff has all been arranged and marked up. Cute little fillers knocking about here as cycle lanes come in. It's been a very fun road network detail and heavy live stream. Chevron's over here too. Yeah. This is my first Thessia live stream, by the way. Technically, it's everyone's first Thessia live stream. I got some plaza detail over here with the bin chicken and Jerry's cousin Mitch. Jerry's over here again too. With the bin chicken. Hello, Mike. What? Imagine joining the stream on this shot. So low. What are we doing? As we got a bin chicken in. Bin chicken Covens. Jerry has got off the boat with his cousin Mitch. Over here, of course, both on the horses. Right. And then they've gone up to Venezia for a bottle of Chardonnay. They are sat in the vineyard, enjoying the views over Venezia town. And further afield to Sentinel as well, of course. And don't forget Mitch and Jerry. Legend and myth, is that what we're calling them? Actually, we should do... Oh, I don't have a horse. I was going to say I should really have myth here, shouldn't I? If Mitch has got off his horse, but Jerry still refuses to. And yeah, I need to get a horse prop. I'm surprised there's not a horse in Sven's Animals, actually. There's not, is there? The closest we can get is a dog. Not that a dog is close to a horse, I don't know why I said that, it's obviously not. There's a cat here as well. We do a little monkey. Is that on the table? I'm very distracted by Sven's animals today. You can bring it up a little bit. Turn it round a little bit. Sorry, this is like, we're getting massively distracted here. Okay. That's the creepiest monkey, isn't it? You can sit there looking at Jerry. Jerry's just adapting to the local wildlife. He's obviously not used to monkeys and goonbags in Ilos. Yeah. I could use Traffic Manager. Yeah, okay, yeah, we've used it today. When we need to do dedicated turn lanes and whatnot, yeah. It's not a mod I use overly often. Just proper road network planning means you don't really need to use Traffic Manager. Orchid Bay being a prime example of that. Cool. Great, I think we're pretty happy here. There was some road markings I wanted to do over by Sentinel, wasn't there? So I think we'll fly over there and do those as well. Yeah, it was these ones, wasn't it? So let's do them as... Actually, I guess should we make... Should we make this 3-lane? I guess it makes more sense from a lane maths point of view, doesn't it? I'll have to copy my IMT though. What text do we use for these? Default game font? Okay. So let's do that then. We want text here. If anyone knows a good font for IMT text, please let me know because I still haven't found one. So we'll do N. Where's this going? Let's need to scale that way down. We also need to rotate it as well by 182 degrees. And then let's shift it over. So we'll do it here. Tiny bit less scaling. Bring it over into the middle. So we'll do Ben Thessia. Yep. And then we want to throw this all the way to the top. God, that's a long scroll, isn't it? I've not got the patience for that. Can we just hit 15? 30? There we go. A little bit less than 30 is what we want. And then I want to shift it a bit more as well. So Benezia is straight on. So I guess actually could we just copy this, and then when we do another line, hit paste, and we'll change this to sen. Enough. Need to downscale that on a little bit more. Skylines looking so nice it is, isn't it? Skylines looking great. You can't see it from here. I tell you what we haven't seen it from actually is the top of the mountain. Looks a little underwhelming from here right now because it's got nothing surrounding it, but one day it will. It'll be cool. 2 more into 3, quick maths, yeah. Quick lane maths, actually. Cool. And then do the same thing here again. Let's go for this one. Boom. Paste. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's delete this one. This one here. And then let's grab that Sentinel one. Put it over here. Why are you at the total opposite end here? Whatever. We'll change it. We need to 0 here, minus 15. There we go, what's new with that? We also need to change this one, don't we? So this would be the AC1, this should say, for the Asari carriageway. And then we can move this around, scale it up a little bit too. Cool. So now we can have like little road markings here. Didn't know you could add text. Yeah, it got added in a couple of updates ago, I think. It's the best thing. Like, IMT just gets better every time. Like McSurgy is a truly beautiful human being with great character. Like, he's absolutely gorgeous. Wonderful mod. Right, let's do all these. Sort these out here. We will keep our dashes going from here. Try and match them as close as we can, although that's pretty accurate already, isn't it? Maybe a touch more space. Something like that. Cool. And then we'll have this as chevron, which needs to be pointing in the direction of the traffic. Actually, yeah, delete that because I want to have the solid line here as well. There we go. Now have that as chevron. Invert. There we go, that's what we want. And then that line also wants to be solid as well, doesn't it? Cool. We'll have that there, and then this can just be chucked on the opposite one now as well. Actually, can it? It can't, can it? It's no, it's an entirely different configuration. Oh, you idiot. And this one here. Choice OE mountain shot. Same with every city. Splendid. Yeah, we do have nice mountain shots in most cities, don't we? Yeah. Although I think that the choice shot for Thessia is the bridge in the foreground of the skyline. Especially when all the Canberra and Melbourne stuff and Greenbelt is built around it with the ferry going under. Yes, please. It's so good. Absolutely beautiful. So you've been building along with Orchid Bay as well, Governor. Build's looking very nice, and Bake Ziti also as well. Although I don't think Bake Ziti's building along. I think he just took inspiration, didn't he? It's nice to see so many of your cities in the Discord. It's always very wholesome to see an active community like you guys. Best people. So it will come up to here. There's a solid for you, and then a dash for you. We just open the space and reduce the dash length a little bit, didn't we? And then we'll just grab that filler and stick it in here. We go for a little bit of paste, and we want to invert. Needs to come against the traffic, doesn't it, I believe? And then we'll do a bit of traffic marger here as well, because they are going to just veer over to the other lane. So stay in your lane around the junction, and then you can move out elsewhere, further down the line. And I guess we should actually mark these up as well again, shouldn't we? If we paste here, yeah, we can do this. Although I do want to bring your offset down a little bit. So yeah, we'll do different ones here. So actually, I guess this goes to an outside connection, doesn't it? So we can actually put a different city name in here if we wanted to. I think we might do Ilos actually. So let's go to Sentinel. This now needs to become Valk. I've not even spelled that right, have I? I can never remember how to spell it. Y-R it is. Yeah, it's backwards again. It always is. There we go. So Valkyrie, and then Benezia is not this way. So this one will become Ilos. Ilos is the closest city. Actually, Ilos should be the other one. Yeah, that makes sense. So AC1 here for the Asari carriageway. And then this one should be Ilos, because you would take that exit to leave the city out that way. Cool. I love that, right? Oh, cool. Actually, do what we should do. Why haven't we done this? The road text should be cracked. 100% it needs to be cracked, doesn't it? Because obviously it's got cars going over it like every single day, very high speeds, so it will be very damaged paint. So we'll just scroll up the crack density on there. Cool. And I guess as well we should do, should we get an arrow? Yeah, just one of these. Pushing straight on. Pretty cool, right? I think I like that. Solid interchange, especially for vanilla. Yeah, it's one we used back in Parliament as well, that one. It's not my design though, I can't remember who I took it from. A very old Cities YouTuber who isn't active anymore. Something Fire, I think. He was like one of the original Vanilla Cities YouTubers, but he's not uploaded now for like 4 years. I credit it in the Palavan design like years ago, but I can't remember what it's called now. But yeah, it's super functional. It's great for vanilla. Does a job. Cool. I like that. That will also just quickly crack up the paint on this one over here as well while we've done it. Go for crack density to 100 for all of them. Fabulous. And this one over here as well. Cool. Absolutely love that. That's so nice that we've got like little road directions, like Asari carriageway 1 is straight on Benezia that way. Come off for Sentinel. Uh-oh. Traffic manager idiots, hold on. They are driving across my villa. Let's do this one. Yeah, please stay in your lanes. Thank you. This also wants a little bit of Thessia dry coming down here again as well. Just between the carriageway. Perfect. We will eventually extend this carriageway to come out this way and hook back in with the national road a lot further down, probably when we come to do a lot of Northern Territory inspiration builds out these ways around these islands. Because you guys wouldn't have seen it unless the eagle-eyed of you remember the announcement trailer, what Eggsy did, or Karina, I don't know which one did it. Did a wonderful little bit of prop detailing out here that I really want to leave in and try respect, maybe get a little boat out to this island or something. Look at that little fire as well, so creative. That's so cool. Yeah, there's loads of little hidden little prop fun like that over the map. They did a wonderful job of making this. Cool. Having tried out INT no control for the first time a month or two ago, it's added an entirely new category. If that thing distracts me from the larger thing I was doing, big time, James, right? Big time. They should be in the description of the mod, shouldn't they? Right, we've got one more major intersection that's stretched out, but I'm pretty sure this needs to move because this road will actually I guess that bus line's the wrong way around, isn't it? It should come down this way first. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm overthinking it. No, not Bob. Bulldozer. This road is going to go. Just let me kind of check this here because I want to mark up this last major intersection in the downtown. But Bad Peanut Stadium is going here, so I want to make sure that we... Oh god, no, please don't rip my roads apart like that. What are you doing? That was awful. Just stretched out all my nodes. Oh my god. Why does Bob keep coming up? Go away. I want node controller. Right, whatever. It's not behaving itself, is it? Let me close this one off again. Yeah, it looks like that stadium actually connects to a road network, which is really weird. Let's just have it here. Yeah, so this is the Aussie Rules football stadium from Bad Peanut off of the workshop. It's an absolute gorgeous asset. And it's going to sit here as part of our transport hub build. So that road we had there is going to have to come out. It's a very big asset. It's probably going to have to move further back into this space over here, isn't it? But we're not doing this build now, by the way. Don't get excited for a stadium build. This is going in an episode. I'm not doing this out of the episode. It'll be part of the transport hub, but I just want to make sure that the roads I've removed don't need to come back in and that they will eventually fit around this. Set it to the same height of this road over here too. Okay, that's gonna look so good, isn't it? That's the real, is the from Perth, is it? The real one? It looks great in the skyline from the bridge, isn't it? It's a beautiful asset. Again, if you haven't missed it, if you've not got it, it's down in our asset list below. Which isn't actually below. Check the episodes, not the live streams. I'll add it later on. Hey, I could never cut one of your live streams before, but I love watching your content. I want to say thanks for your hard work. Keep it up, mate. Thank you, Keys. Appreciate the kind words, mate. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. Welcome to the live stream. Can't wait to see what you achieve on CS2. Builds are amazing. Thank you, Ayok. I appreciate that, mate. Very kind of you to say. Yeah, it's like all the drive-bys here is as you come across the interchange. How nice does that look? Like, really cool. Really, really nice. Great asset, you can see inside it too. Like, Bad Peanut. Absolute hero of the people. No. Yeah, we'll have this here. But my point being is that I need to make sure we don't need that road that was removed. Because this will fill the space eventually. So let's just do some terraforming around it so I know exactly what height level I've got to play with here. Let's grab the height of the road. Probably use some key retaining walls here as well, I imagine, to let it fit against the road rather than leaving all this rock face exposed. I'll probably do a key wall around it, I think. Yeah, we'll show that back. It's a big stadium. I have to get a bit of car parking around it as well, although I'm not sure where yet. And I haven't planned this build. Just thinking out loud. Okay, so it'll fit there then, so I know I don't need that road then, so this intersection can be marked up with that in mind. Oh, why is B activating Bob now? Go away. It's so annoying. Right. Intersection marking tool again. Actually, node controller first, because I want to hide those crosswalks. Stadium is beautiful, isn't it just? Yeah. Is the pedestrian bridge next to Perth Stadium in your assets? That bridge is amazing at night. I haven't seen it. The pedestrian bridge next to the Perth Stadium. Do we need to go to Google Earth? I'm always down for some pedestrian bridge spices. Let's go to Perth together. Long way from Adelaide. Where is it? Is that it? That looks like it, doesn't it? Yes, it is Optus Stadium. Oh, is this what you're talking about? Oh wow, look at that. Can we get a street view here? Oh, look at that waterfront with all the cycling pathway on it. That's so gorgeous. Oh, I really want that. Or maybe we can take inspiration from Perth's waterfront actually for the Thessia waterfront. Is that on the workshop? If it is, then absolutely we're stealing it, yeah. It's not in my asset list currently. I don't even know if it's on the workshop, but if we can get it, we can. See, there's not that much car parking around this stadium, is there? You know, compared to like some of the stadiums we looked at in Phoenix, which were ridiculous. Like, for a full stadium like this is not a lot of car parking. So it should be pretty easy to develop. Lots of more IMT inspiration around here as well. Which I get to actually, if we're designing that intersection around the stadium, we could probably just take that. It's a pretty similar configuration for what we've got here, isn't it? It's not It's an extra connection in. Yeah, it's just a lot of simple, very dash lines, isn't it? There's not a vast amount more to it. Some island fills and chevrons here and whatnot. Okay, they try to discourage driving. It's very good. It's very good. Change your Bob shortcut key. Yes, I will, Eggsy. That's a good shout, actually. That is a good shout. Right, let's do our pedestrian crossings here. Actually, let me just go and grab it from the other one. There's no point setting this up again, is there? Let's just grab it from our previous ones. Orders, if you hear any shaking, Coca Beans has just arisen from her nap. So if you hear any shaking, that's what it'll be. And then paste these into. Offset them away from the median. No, not size. Back to 2 meters. And then offset here. And same over here again too. Paste that in. And just a tiny bit of offset there, I think. Cool. Massive train station next to it. It's going to be perfect for over here, isn't it? Where we've got this one. Oh, this big train station, because pretty much everyone coming into the downtown is using the Thessia train network now. Right, let's look how busy it is. So with that stadium in the foreground here, or station in the foreground rather, stadium in the background. We'll definitely get a pedestrian pathway to the stadium under the highway too. That's going to be really fun, isn't it? Yeah, it's a good shout, Mickey. We'll be able to replicate that pretty well in Thessia, actually. Cocoa Shakes, yes you will, yeah. As you catch the train, it's free. It's a free train, is it? That's really cool. Hi Barry, welcome to the stream, mate. Cocoa Baby, the Brown Toast Bear, yeah. Yeah, literally. All of her nicknames, just the Brown Toast Beans. Yeah. Let's get one of these cute little dashes over here as well. We'll use these. Right, let me pull up Google Earth again and we'll sort of run with what's happening in Sydney. So, not Sydney, sorry, Perth. Sorry, I've got Sydney on the brain after looking at that bridge. So we'll run our dash line from here to here and paste that on. And then we've got this one here. It comes out from this point into the middle. Actually, does this want to be... Do you want to be cycle lane as well, I wonder? It's a strong possibility that you do. I think we want to make this sort of more cycling, especially as it's going past one of the transport hubs. It might as well be cycling. I imagine the trams are going to come down here as well to pick people up from the ferry harbour. So we'll make this 4-lane tram road with cycling. God, there's going to be so much public transport around here. It's going to be so busy. And not wait to have all this function and flowing. We'll get the trams flowing in the CBD episode, I think. Not CBD, sorry, Greenbelt episode. Yeah, okay, that's fine then. Let's run with that. Let's not also upgrade the direction of that as well. Cool. Right, and then we'll keep this running. Make sure I've got this correct. So about there. Paste our styling. And then from this one we'll come up to... this one here. And we'll paste these in. Yep, they're going to follow the lines there. That's nice and happy. Need a Coco cam? Well, I did have Coco cams set up for... was it a Navaria live stream like years ago? But she doesn't like lying in her bed because she has a couch in my office. She's always on that. So I can set it, and I can't get a webcam over to my couch because it's like the opposite side of the room from the PC. So yeah, it's kind of hard to get really. But yeah, we did once upon a time have a Coco cam. this one up to here as well. Just roughly what's following here in or following what's happening in Perth with these road markings. You can come over here as well. Come down there. Cool, and then we should extend our bike lanes as well. Need to do this one as a line too. Set this one up as an invisible one. Cool, and then we'll ask this to be cycling for that. Cool. This one as well. Cycling fill there. And then we'll also do it from here. Well, there's a lot of people taking that cycle route there, isn't there? We should definitely add that one in if we can. Although, I don't know how awkward that is going to be to implement. Guess we can try it, right? We'll have that one there. And then come all the way across. Might be a little too much. And then we'll have this cycle connection here too. We will ask for the filler. Oh, I'm not done a filler, have I, you idiot? That's Y egg. Let's do that again. Tremendous. And then we'll ask for cycle filler, and then I want to change the rule of this line here. Where are you? This one here. Just have its from point go to there. And then we'll do something similar with that other one as well. This one here. Change its from point to run to there so we don't get the lines overlapping. You do get a little bit of a darker green where the two paints are overlapping, but I don't think there's anything I can do to stop that. I think I'm pretty happy with that as a road connection. Or road markings rather. Kind of similar to what it is in Perth, just without the cycle lanes of course. In Perth I mean. It kind of gives us a bit more of a grandiose entrance into the city, doesn't it? Cool. Not too bad. How long have we been live for now? 3 hours and 22 minutes, Jesus. It's quite a long time for a live stream. People aren't going to watch that one back. That's way too long. Okay, yeah, I think we're going to leave the stream there, guys. We've done that a fair bit today. I don't want to start doing too much on live streams, but a lot of IMT. Thank you for all the inspiration and help and what you've enjoyed. Just some cute downtown street detailing. I've had a ton of fun moving around here with Adelaide inspo and our cute little rainbow-inspired log garden here with stairs and bushes. It's all been a lot of fun. It's really great. I did not know there was a cycle filler option. That's one that I've set up myself. That won't be there on yours. Yeah, are you applying for the tram track to leave the road, that intersection? Ship Harbour? Yeah. So this tram will come down here and converge with the buses and the ferries before making its way back through downtown. And then on the opposite side of it will also come down here and converge with the transport hub as well. So the tram line will run right through the city centre, collect people and move people around between the two hubs in the centre of the town. Is the plan with it, anyway. Anyway, yes, let's find a nighttime view and say our goodbyes, shall we? It's got to be the bridge, hasn't it? It's always the bridge. Get used to seeing this view, everyone, because you're going to see it pretty much every Thessia episode on live stream now. Gorgeous. Absolutely love the bridge. So good. There we go. Let's get a screenshot. I will post some screenshots in the Discord as well for those that might have missed it today. And who should we host? Who haven't we hosted for a while? I don't know. I'm not watching a vast amount of Cities content at the minute, to be honest. Teddy. Teddy's just put a new video out. It's in my recommended, so that's the one we'll watch. So, please go throw some hello people, and yes, please into Teddy's comments and subscribe if you enjoy his content. The link is in the live chat. He's the builder of this bridge. So we'll give him a live stream host as well. Go show him some support if you enjoy his work. He's a very talented builder, criminally undersubscribed as well, so just throw him a sub if you enjoy it. Well, thank you for the support today. It's been a ton of fun. I hope you've enjoyed the Thessia live streams. It's likely they will be every Saturday now because there's a lot that needs doing, especially as these downtown builds come in. It just needs a little detail and live stream like this around it to help bring it together. So I hope you've enjoyed it. Likes below really help me out, and if you've got nothing to do with the rest of your Saturday afternoon, please come and leave me a comment on the stream VOD when it's processed. It'll take a couple of hours to process because it's 3 hours 25 minutes. But comments really help me grow. Appreciate all the wonderful support, and thank you for the donations today as well. You guys are crazy generous, especially Salash, just nuts. You guys are dropping 50s and crazy, so thank you for everything. It's very, very overwhelming and humbling, and I'm glad you guys deem the videos and the streams worthy of your money. It's very, very just lovely and amazing. I really like it. But we'll shout out some of the regulars, of course. Bad Wolf, Rach, James, Michael, Jason, Molly, Bad Wolf again, because he's commented all the time, Star, Barry, Governor as well, of course, Ashton, Miss Purr, James, Barry, who else? Remain, Scope, Molly again, Amanda, Remain, Zemma, Rach, all legends, Amanda, David, Marcosa, Scope, you're all legends, guys. Thank you for supporting the streams. Build guide episode is out on Monday, as usual, so enjoy that. And there might be an Orchid Base stream next week, but get in the Discord and follow me on Twitter to be pinged about a day in advance of when that happens. Because that city is getting very big now, and not too far off its end, I don't believe, Orchid Bay. Just got the rural towns to build. A little bit more around the new bay, and then it's kind of done. Unless we do 81 tiles, but we'll see. We'll see. Well, thanks for watching, guys. I really appreciate you. And as always, enjoy the rest of your day.